Ha 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 ha. Aha. Are we live? I think so. Yes, it would certainly seem so. Good morning or good evening, friends. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night. As we slowly but surely go ahead and start our little hyperlink blocked. Yes, we are going to be playing some more Supreme Commander today, and thank you for the host, Altizen. Actually noticed it this time. Losing weight? What? Am I? Fish moly, fish moly, fish moly. I have no idea what that emote looks like, but I actually do see it. Just not in my stream. I can only see it in the thing, in my chat bot, and that's it. But yeah. Very cool looking emote, actually. It's kind of creepy, but also kind of cool. Welcome, the one dude. Welcome, Connor. Welcome, Altizen. Great to see you all. Hey. We are back once more, hopefully also streaming on Friday. I don't know, maybe even tomorrow, we'll see. I kind of want to stream tomorrow because, you know, I've already missed one this week, so would like to make it up to you somehow. And I think that streaming on Thursday sounds like a perfect way to do so. Okay, so from my understanding, daylight savings have happened, so what that means is a lot of our friends are now 1 hour further behind us, which, you know, that means we can actually there's a higher chance of them actually showing up to the stream, which is amazing. But yeah, do you think I'm losing weight? Because if it looks like it, then that's amazing. I have been training a few times last week, so I hope that, you know, changes are showing somewhat. I don't know, maybe I should just go join this Gap game. Of course, I'm not very thrilled, like I always say, not very thrilled about playing Gap, but, you know, we'll see. If we can connect today, of course. Can you connect me, please? Something must be wrong with the connection of the host, because I literally can't connect to this lobby, so never mind. Let me actually, you know what, let me try and restart FAF, maybe that's gonna solve the problem. I should have tried to switch my game capture while I was at it, but yeah, it's okay. I won't forget, right? I won't forget to change my game capture from Minecraft back to Supreme Commander. Definitely won't forget this time. Knock on wood for that one. Alright. Let's try to connect again. You are indeed less chubby, congrats, eh? Hey, thank you. That's nice. That's always nice to hear. But my stream does show that I'm playing Forged Alliance, right? I think it should. I just changed it. Oh, you know what I didn't do though? Yeah. There's one small thing that I still haven't done. That I probably and I still can't connect to the host of this lobby. Yeah, what I should do is announce my presence on Discord. Oh. It looks like... Let me see, actually. Alright. Let me see if we can do that. Okay, yeah, so the lobby isn't connecting at all, but I wonder if I can... Yeah, I think I should be able to switch my game capture all the same while that is happening. forgedalliance.exe, here we go. Now if I can open up Forged Alliance again, you should be seeing a black screen with the word connecting on it. Let me know if you are seeing it or not. Yep. Yeah, so I'm basically just making an announcement about my stream right now. I usually do it before the stream is started, but sometimes things change around a little bit. I'll even post here, because why not? Here we go. Where else can I post? I think I can post here. Yeah. Alright. Dupe. What is dupe? No, I mean, can you see the black screen with the word connecting on it? Is what I was trying to say. Announcement is something in my Discord, but I'm wondering if my game capture is actually working. Because if it is, you should be... Oh yeah, okay, nice. I just saw it on my own stream, so yes indeed, you can see the black screen, which means the game capture is working. However, that also creates a small problem, in which I still can't actually join this game. I guess, yeah, I don't know, maybe the host is just cursed. Flag, something. Flagansak. Okay, there are 0 people in queue for matchmaking, that's nice. Alright, you know what, in this case, let's go and look for a replay to cast. I think that's gonna be a good warm-up to start the day. Oh, also I'm wondering how my games went yesterday. Oh wait, whoa. Okay then. Yeah, see this Astro Creator match right here? I actually died fairly early on. And you know, I was, you know, I think at that point, or, you know, it feels like at that point my economy was like ahead of everybody else. So I was like, huh, well, if I'm dead here, that must mean, you know, that the game is probably going to be lost or over after that. But actually, my team somehow managed to win, if as you can see from these numbers. See, I'm in the left team and I gained rank, so that's nice. Yeah, this game was really nice. Adaptive Millennium. I was kind of getting triple teamed here. Oh, +7. Well, yeah, I do remember winning this one, but yeah. I was in this position right here, in the, you know, kind of near the bottom right corner. The position before the air position. Now, I was getting triple teamed by 3 guys from here. That wasn't very, very nice of them, you know, but in the end, you know, at the very least my team kind of came through and managed to turn it around. So that was pretty nice. Actually, when did these games take place? I don't even remember now. Oh yeah, on Monday, right. But yeah, okay, let's look for a real replay to watch. Right, so we need 2021. Last week, sure. And then, oh, that doesn't matter. Yeah, so since the 31st of October, and then also 1500. Let's go for that. 500 to 1500. Oh, I love this map. I have like I said before, I have like less than 10% win rate on this one, but it's still it's amazing. I love it. Oh, look at this map though. Moon. It's literally called Moon. Okay then. Well, you know, those are pretty high skill players though. You can see Yudi here and some dude with 2000 rank points. That's pretty good. There's this Raftalia versus Highlander. It looks like a matchmaking game, but it's actually a lobby game. So they must have, yeah, I'm not gonna watch it. Although maybe I should watch it. Wait, what? Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's watch it actually, because I was gonna just reveal who won the game to see how many rank points they've gained, but I've got a better idea because, you know, this game has lasted 37 minutes somehow. It's on a tiny map. You can see, I think this map is like 5 by 5 kilometers, which is absolutely tiny. And somehow it managed to last over 30 minutes. I think that's worth watching actually, so let's go for that. Mute the music. And look at the replay. Let's see what happened, because those numbers look kind of crazy. Alright, so we've got, yes, like I said, Winter Duel. Okay, this map is 5 by 5, and it only has 2100 mass on it, so not very much, not by a long shot. If you've been watching other casts, you know that, you know, on those, even on those maps, it can get kind of ridiculous, the amounts of reclaim you can get, but this is just, you know, very extremely tame, just 2100, or already less actually, because they destroyed some when they, you know, when the commanders spawn. But yes, we are basically in the teal corner in Cyanide Cyan. We've got Raftalia at 1500 rank points playing UEF, going first land. On the opposite side of the world, in the orange corner, we've got ourselves Highlander TX playing Aeon in brick orange. There's kind of brownish orange at 1600 rank points. And also going first land, this player isn't going for a Hydro Rush, interestingly enough, just building a whole bunch of power generators, and then I guess the engineers will go to build a Hydro eventually, but not right now. In the meantime, this guy, though, is going to... oh, yeah, looks like this guy is going to do roughly the same thing. Not gonna help the commander build the Hydro, but already coming out with a light assault bot at, you know, was their second unit out of the factory after the engineer. There's the second engineer only after the lab, so definitely wants to secure the perimeter, definitely wants to make sure that no enemies can sneak in and kill his vulnerable engineers who will be, you know, trying to get these extractors, which this map, by the way it works, this section in the corner here, in the, what is it, southwestern corner, as well as the section on the opposite side in the northeastern corner, they are kind of elevated, so it's hard to get to them. You can't get to them from this side, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. You can only get to them by air transport or by going through the main base here, which is virtually a virtual guarantee that your units will die if you go through here. But yes, so we're going to have ourselves a pretty interesting matchup, like I said, considering the fact that this game has somehow lasted almost 40 minutes of game time, by the way, not real time. Yeah, in real time it was like almost 50 minutes, which, you know, it's understandable because of the lag and all that. But in terms of game time, it's 40 minutes, which is insane for such a tiny map. You can see already they've pretty much taken over the entire map. There is almost nothing else to take besides like this one extractor here, which, interestingly enough, I'm not entirely sure why nobody's going for that yet. Well, this engineer, yes, there is one engineer who's going for it. Very important to protect those early engineers, as you can clearly see. You know, Raftalia is already congregating some tanks and scouts here to ensure that the engineer makes it there. And probably wants to build some kind of a radar soon. The commander is already meet in the middle. The artillery pieces out from Highlander, utilizing the high ground. So very accurate name. The Highlanders got themselves. The commander of Raftalia, of course, immediately retreats, which, you know, the artillery can no longer shoot at this point, or at least can't shoot the commander. Yeah, so you know, very simple early engagements here, nothing much happening. Highlander is currently playing a little bit better because, yeah, not only are they reclaiming the wreckages, they are also making sure that only their commander takes damage, while Raftalia's commander, you know, is left alone because Highlander's commander is constantly destroying those combat units that keep coming in, which means that, you know, it's kind of like board control in a card game, or like Hearthstone, you know, as long as your commander keeps destroying incoming small enemy units, your army will have the same overall, more overall DPS in comparison to the enemy army. This is then also, you know, amplified or compounded by the fact that the Aurora tanks of the Aeon outrange the Striker tanks of the UEF, so very often you end up actually needing that artillery, those Tech 1 Lobos, in order to fight off these Aurora tanks effectively. It looks like Highlander's commander is still not afraid. Well, you know, there isn't that much to be afraid of. It's just some Tech 1 units who are extremely easy to kill when you've got your commander on the prowl. And yeah, it looks like, yep, Highlander's commander is going to do the exact same thing they've done before and keep reclaiming with the commander, as well as, you know, building up some mass extractors as well. You can already see, you know, in terms of reclaim, Raftalier is quite a little bit outmatched, you know, 1500 mass reclaimed versus 900. And also, in terms of total mass accrued, yep, 800 and 800 advantage for Highlander. Attack bombers, especially UEF attack bombers, are a great counter to Auroras. As you can see right there, this bomber killed like, how many? I don't even know. Yeah, it killed six tanks with one pass. That is because Auroras have lower health in comparison to UEF tanks. You can see the Aurora has 155 health at maximum, while a Striker tank has got itself 300, so almost double that. Kind of ridiculous, actually. So the UEF attack bombers, which should do quite large amounts of of damage. Yep, see, it destroys the mass extractor as well. Super high value bomber. You know, Highlander is probably really sad that he couldn't shoot it down quite fast enough. But yes, so, like I was saying, yeah, this one bomber just killed like 6 Aurora tanks there, which is insane value. I think if we take a look at the prices of the units being built, yeah, the bomber costs 90 mass, while an Aurora tank costs 54. So yeah, basically, yeah, one bomber costs slightly less than 2 Aurora tanks, and it killed like 6 with one pass, so it's just paid off like insane value from just a single pass, and then it kept on going and destroyed a mass extractor as well. So yes, quite a spectacle there. Alright, so Highlander, not to be outdone, is trying to harass Raftalia's power supply. It's not happening, it's not quite happening though, because, you know, it's an Aeon bomber, and Raftalia is already prepared, having built a railgun, Tech 1 air defense turret. You know, normally it's not that great of an idea to build static defenses this early, especially in a ladder match, especially in your base. But the thing is, this map is so tiny that, you know, enemy planes very often end up flying over your base regardless, even if they don't want to, like these interceptors right here. This one flew there by accident and lost half of its health to this turret, so that's why. They can just sometimes fly over randomly, fly overhead randomly, and suffer the consequences. Okay. Yep, here we go. Another big pass. Gonna kill, yep, 4 Aurora tanks dying from just that one pass. This bomber already paid off, whatever that was. I think it was shot down later, but it's still paid off, you know. That is great value for the UEF player. You can also see, yeah, the Raftalia is quite a bit far behind in terms of mass income. You can see 25 per second versus 17. But in terms of total mass accrued, Raftalia is already 3,000 mass behind, or almost 3,000, so yeah, bad. Overall, pretty bad. These artillery, yep, see, the artillery pieces just die from, you don't even need fire to kill those artillery pieces, they just die from the bombs themselves. Amazing overcharge there by Raftalia as well, destroying all of these Aeon tanks at the same time. Raftalia's commander is in grave danger here, but since we know this game is going to last over 30 minutes, he's not dying here, or they aren't dying here. So that's all well and good. Of course, no upgrades for the commanders as of yet, which is understandable because, you know, when, upgrading your commander requires it to stand still for a few minutes, and that can prove critical to your defeat. However, Highlander is forced to retreat for the simple reason that all of his tanks have been killed here. You just have to run because, you know, you've got no more forces to protect your commander. And yeah, right now Raftalia has a serious advantage in terms of flank units, if we can see right here. Yeah, so 13 tanks and 3 artillery pieces versus 8 tanks and 6 artillery pieces, so yeah. Highlander is, of course, once again utilizing the high ground here pretty well. However, now that Raftalia has artillery pieces of their own, they can quite easily, you know, counter these. At the beginning of the game, that was a massive inconvenience, because, you know, Raftalia couldn't shoot back at them, but now with those artillery pieces coming in, it's going to be an even matchup. Except, of course, it seems like Highlander is controlling their artillery pieces a little bit better, lost only one so far. The problem is, of course, they are still playing Aeon, and Aeon artillery has extremely low, extremely small splash radius, which means it's really hard to hit anything with that artillery. It has like the biggest DPS out of all Tech 1 artillery pieces, but unfortunately, with such a low splash damage, you can see those tanks, even without perfect micro, those tanks can still dodge those artillery shells quite easily. You can see right here, most of these artillery pieces actually have 0 mass killed, which means they haven't hit anything. Well, at least I'm pretty sure that's what it means. Raftalia is still getting great value out of those UEF bombers by just flying in and destroying, you know, dropping one pass or one cluster of bombs on these Aurora tanks and immediately killing like 6 of them. Just like we said before, great value. Always use UEF bombers against Auroras, you will not regret it. Unless your bombers should get shot down before they drop bombs. Then in that case, you're kind of, you know, in that case it's bad, but otherwise, it's pretty epic. Highlander not quite controlling them units, right? Resulting in, yeah, those Aurora tanks dying for nothing. Especially considering the enemy was using artillery, definitely don't want to do that. Quite intense economy upgrades going on for Highlander. You can already see upgrading this outer mass extractor. This one is quite vulnerable, so I'm not entirely sure it was the correct decision. But you know, it is protected by a mobile anti-air gun. Should probably pull up some artillery here as well to ensure that this extractor stays intact. Really don't want to lose that. For those, you know, on such tiny maps, those Tech 2 mass extractors, they are insanely valuable. You don't want to lose these at all. You can see though, yeah, they are almost evenly matched at this point in terms of Tech 2 mass extractors, 5 versus 4, which is actually a pretty big difference. You know, it's like a, what is it, it's 25% difference. Oh, well, I gotta be careful there. Raftalia just taking a few shots from a Tech 2 PD turret, so that tells us that, yes indeed, Highlander has already got themselves T2. Raftalia seemingly just completing that. I'm pretty sure they just completed that Tech 2 land factory. So I'm assuming Highlander will very soon want to deploy some blaze tanks to get rid of all of these. Yep, there we go. Wait, that's an obsidian tank, not a blaze tank. What is going on? Want to explain yourself there? That's an obsidian tank. That isn't very good against Tech 1. Blaze tanks are a lot better because not only do they have higher rate of fire, which is what matters when dealing with Tech 1, they also they also have better range than obsidian tanks, which is another important aspect. You don't want these Tech 1 units to get close so they can't do any damage at all. Yeah, massive bombing, but you know, massive bombing run once again by Raftalia, destroying all of the engineers that were building a Tech 2 power generator. And extremely, yep, see, you can clearly see why that's important. Wait, no, that's Raftalia, sorry. No, okay, never mind. Highlander's economy is a lot better than Raftalia's economy. So even though nobody's building this generator as we speak, it still doesn't end up mattering because, yeah, Raftalia's economy is in shambles. Look at this, minus 400 energy per second. Like, what are you doing with... I'm not sure. I guess that must be because, you know, of all the engineers that are busy building the generator. Also, if we look at... Yeah, it doesn't look like Raftalia has... Yep, there we go, that's the reason. Raftalia has no energy storage, only 4,000 energy at most is what they can store in their coffers, while for Highlander it's already 19,000, and it's probably going to be rising as well. I'm not entirely sure where their energy storage is. Well, there's one. Actually, we can just see if we double click this. Yeah, see? 3 energy storage units. It's more than enough to allow yourself afford to, you know, to afford construction of such a generator without losing any power whatsoever. Raftalia, meanwhile, fortifying in the middle, as the UEF always do. you know, Triad turrets are pretty much the best Tech 2 point defense turrets. Because they have a great combination of rate of fire, firing arc, and damage per second. They, you know, in terms of rate of fire, they outmatch the Aeon turrets, which makes them better against Tech 1 units. In terms of whatchamacallit, yeah, in terms of DPS, they outmatch the Cerberus turrets, the Cyber Cerberus turrets, which have the best rate of fire. So Triads are still good against even against Tech 2 units. And in terms of their firing arc, they also outmatch both the Seraphim Mutashalas and the Cyber Cerberus turrets. So yes, overall extremely good. And yes, you can see right here, Highlander is protecting their investment, these Tech 2 mass extractors, quite seriously in fact. Already having built up a Tech 2 point defense turret and now finishing the Volcano tactical missile defense unit, which will, you know, prevent single tactical missiles from hitting this extractor. If there are multiple of them, then in that case, you know, they can still succeed. Also, if a missile is launched from this direction, I don't even think the defense unit will actually protect. No, it will protect it. Okay, never mind. But yeah, you can definitely still kill it. You will just need multiple missiles fired at once, which is highly inconvenient because at this point it might actually be a bigger investment than the mass extractor itself. Mobile shield generators now coming out for Highlander, who's already back up to 9,000 health, got themselves some veterancy, and yes, with that veterancy, your health regeneration increases, as does the maximum health. Now going for a gun upgrade, range to be exact. I wonder if they, well yeah, they should have the power to afford it because of this Tech 2 generator, but actually can't quite afford the mass costs. Oh yeah, the mass is a bit of a problem for Highlander right now. Constructing, you know, making, if we can see from here. Yep, okay, so if we can see from here, -7 mass from that, also -7 from that, -1 mass from per second from every engineer assisting those Tech 2 factories. And then they're also building, yeah, on top of that, they're also building these at an extremely rapid pace, -10 per second on the Tech 2 engineer. So yeah, overall, a pretty oh, I can't. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Overall, yeah, a pretty tricky thing to do. Cursed ASMR is back. Yes, it is. I will also very soon introduce a channel point redemption to cancel someone else's redemption, specifically for that reason, so people can stop things like that if they don't like them. But yes, it is back for now, so you can still enjoy it. There's the first mobile flak cannon. Or is it the first, really? I don't think so. No, it's like the fourth by this point, so never mind. Yeah, so basically Highlander is trying to secure the perimeter from any airdrops or bombers by building those flak cannons, which, yeah, you can see right here. Raftalia once again making another, or trying to make another excellent bomber play, and actually succeeding, killing 2 missile launchers with those bombers, which I'm pretty sure in total those missile launchers might actually cost more than the bombers. So we remember that one bomber costs 90 mass, while in terms of missile launchers, yeah, 200. So yeah, definitely 4 bombers match up their costs really well against 2 missile launchers, especially considering how annoying those missile launchers are. Yeah, see, this missile is gonna get now, yeah, most of these missiles will now get stopped by the ow. Well, I was about to say the missiles are gonna get stopped by the defense unit, but it seems like it isn't enough because there are too many missiles. Yep, so you can stop one, but the other will hit. And there goes the defense unit. Yeah, you need like 2 at least to defend from this. But yes, so in terms of map control, it looks like Raftalia is actually not only catching up, Raftalia has surpassed Highlander in terms of mass income. Probably because they've got more mass extractors at this point. Yeah, you can see, what is this, 7 T2 mass extractors, while in terms of, on the side of Highlander, we've got ourselves 6, yes, so very much to be expected. In terms of reclaim, Raftalia is also ahead because of, you know, all these Auroras that were pushing in before. Already got, yeah, 7,100 over 5,300, so Raftalia making quite a nice comeback into the game. However, it should be noted that in terms of total mass accrued, Highlander is still ahead. Yep, that early game advantage is still, you know, still kind of, yeah, I don't want to say making it the game in Highlander's favor, but definitely making it even. Highlander, yes, Highlander has a fully upgraded Aeon Sniper Commander with a shield generate, with personal shield, as well as both gun upgrades, pushing against the position of Raftalia, who actually has no commander upgrades, so should be extremely careful. I mean, of course, those, those 3 defense turrets, excuse me, there are only 2. We're gonna do a merry number on Highlander, already depleted, or, yeah, shield already half depleted. There is, what is this? Yeah, 8,000 health on that shield, by the way. So they've already dealt like almost 6,000 damage to the commander in such a short while. Raftalia is reclaiming the Tech 2, yeah, the Tech 2 artillery installation, or not. Okay, they were reclaiming it for the moment because they wanted to finish the shield generator first. Interestingly enough, the shield generator won't cover these forward triad turrets, so those are still vulnerable. But yeah, definitely wants to prioritize triads over the Clink Hammer for now, because Highlander was about to push in, then of course you reconsidered because of all the damage of these triads, so it looks like we're pretty much hitting a stalemate at this point. There's, oh yep, look at this, Raftalia already upgrading the economy super well, going for a Tech 3 mass extractor. I think that's, yeah, that's the first mass extractor Raftalia is gonna hit, and it's in quite a vulnerable position. The only saving grace being this shield here and this missile defense unit. I think, I wonder if Highlander is aware. Alright, well, yeah, Highlander is aware that something is going on. He does see it as a Tech 2 mass extractor though, but you know, when you see a Tech 2 mass extractor and then it gets upgraded to Tech 3, you no longer see it as Tech 2, you see it as a, you see it like it's died, basically. So you should still be, yeah, if you pay attention to the map, you should still be aware that it's now Tech 3 instead of Tech 2. That pushes Raftalia super far ahead of Highlander's economy. You can see right here, 78 mass per second versus 52. Yeah, the bombers don't do anything anymore because everybody has flak cannons at this point. Flak cannons shut down those Tech 1 bombers, basically making it so they don't exist. Yes, so you can see that those, trading shots between missile launchers, the UEF Flapjacks and the Aeon Eversongs. So far, the UEF ones have been, victorious in those exchanges, including destroying those mass extractors. You can see that this mass extractor for Raftalia, the most forward one, is not upgraded to even Tech 2. The reason for it being quite simple is that this extractor could die at any moment by any stray missile, so you really don't want to invest resources into something that will die immediately. And that's exactly what we're witnessing here. Now, this one Flapjack is trying to attack this... Well, no, first of all, it will destroy the Tech 1 mass extractor, but then it will start attacking the Tech 2 extractor, and in that case, one Flapjack won't be enough because the missile defense unit is right there. However, 2 Flapjacks might just do the trick. We'll see, we'll see. If Raftalia actually orders them to target the... No, they are going back to the middle for more Mexican standoff action. Boom, there goes the last missile launcher on the plateau for the Aeon player. And it looks like, yeah, at this point, what is that? Whoa! I see, okay, yep. So the last missile launchers for Highlander have been destroyed. Highlander is now producing a Tech 3 power generator, probably actually not stalling mass at all, surprisingly. And I imagine after that, they will probably go ahead and build this mass extractor as Tech 3. Yeah, so basically what you witnessed was Raftalia has finished that Clink Hammer artillery installation, and as you can see, because this map is so tiny, that almost covers Highlander's entire base. So you need to do something about that Clink Hammer ASAP, or it's just gonna keep blinking at your economy like this, destroying highly valuable mass extractors that are, within the core of your base. Basically, you really don't want that to happen. Of course, the saving grace for Highlander is Tech 3, which I'm pretty sure... Okay, so yes, Raftalia also has some Tech 3 land as well, already producing some artillery pieces. Tech 3 mobile artillery, I'm pretty sure they are actually outranged by Tech 2 artillery installations, but even so, you can produce them in large numbers and they can move, most importantly. The most interesting thing is probably that, the Aeon, in particular, the Aeon Tech 3 mobile artillery, they can move while shooting. The Aeon are the only faction who have this feature. Every other faction, they need to deploy, like I'm about to show you in a moment here. Come on, deploy already. Where are you going? What? Where is it going? I don't... Oh yeah, see? right there. It needs to, like, yep, it needs to park, and then it needs to, yep, deploy, and then, yeah, the cannon is so big that it needs to basically to be steady in order to shoot. This is not the problem for Aeon artillery, who can move while shooting. Yeah, it looks like that is shooting the, yep, that is targeting the power grid. However, there is a Tech 3 shield in the way. Tech 3 shield generator, so it's going to be shooting for a while if it actually wants to accomplish anything. There's, yeah, the Aeon artillery is here to counter. It doesn't look like it's hitting those trebuchets so far, though, which, oh, so, sorry, demolishers, right. Trebuchets are the Cybern ones, but yeah, these are called demolishers. So far, they aren't being hit by the opposing artillery. This mass extractor is about to fall, because, of course, there is nothing stopping them now. The shield generator was gone. This is, yeah, of course, there is a Tech 3 mass extractor being built. At this point, yeah, you can see Highlander is still super far behind because of these extractors being destroyed, while Raftalier is probably at this point going to pull even further ahead, actually upgrading those mass extractors to Tech 3 passively, which means, you know, not assisting them. The extractor is just upgrading on its own, which is going to take quite a while. I can't see how long exactly it's going to... Wait, maybe I can. Let me see. If I go hold shift. No. Okay, well, whatever. The point is, it's going to take a lot longer than it otherwise would. Highlander's commander coming out and getting his shield destroyed extremely easily. Oh, that was a nice shot, though. Yep. Getting rid of them annoying demolishers that, you know, that keep destroying its mass extractors. Very nice play. However, oh, yep. There was another chunk of health that Highlander just gained from gaining veterancy. Very nicely done. Oh, 5 units killed by that one shot. One overcharge attack. Yes, so... Raftalier needs to be kind of careful because, you know, Highlander's commander is much more powerful with both double gun and a personal shield. I don't think it's going to result in much more, though, because these, yep, the Triad turrets reach almost, yeah, well, they reach almost half of the plateau. So, eventually Highlander was forced to retreat, but not before making a massive difference by destroying all these demolishers. Look at this, another shot that actually misses completely. Whoops. That was bad. So yeah, now it's basically a standoff artillery game until, you know, one of the players manages to get a serious economic advantage, at which point they will probably just make a final push in with something like a Fat Boy out of the UEF or a Galactic Colossus out of the Aeon. But we'll see what they do. Fun fact for you all, the Aeon Galactic Colossus, which is, you know, an experimental unit, a gigantic assault walker. The Galactic Colossus actually costs less than a Fat Boy, 27,000, yeah, 27,500, and 28 minutes to build with one engineer, one Tech 3 engineer, while the Fat Boy, if we've got any Tech 3 engineers here, yes, the Fat Boy costs, yep, 28,000, and it also builds faster, at 26 minutes. What this basically means is that Fat Boy is a much bigger strain on your economy than a Galactic Colossus is. As long as you're putting the same amount of engineers into them. Ow, that was painful. Oh, that was extremely painful. Oh, so much artillery. What is going on there? I think all these demolishers are now firing in sync. Yeah, they're like, yeah, there's 5 of them firing now. And almost finishing a Tech 3 shield, but then immediately losing it. Because, yep. Ow, that hurt like hell. Basically, Highlander right there poured almost all of the resources into that Tech 3 shield generator. And then at the last moment it got destroyed, which means all of the value was wasted. Ow. That sucked. That was extremely painful. At this point, Highlander is actually kind of catching up to Raftalier because, you know, Raftalier wasn't upgrading those extractors too quickly. However, it should be noted that Raftalier is still on the offensive with all this artillery, and now bombers coming in as well. I wonder what they're going to target. They won't really do anything because there aren't enough of them. It looks like... Okay, the bombers dropped like one bomb. They tried to destroy this one missile defense unit, which is kind of pointless. But anyway, so... Raftalier is actually down on energy quite heavily, but energy is stalling as we speak, which means the mass income isn't nearly as big as it should be. Because yes, when your energy is stalling, which is when your energy bar is empty and the number near it is negative, that also makes your mass extractors put out less mass. So that is extremely important to, you know, to not power stall. to avoid power stalling, I should say, for as long as possible. You can see, yep, the mass income immediately increases as well, for the simple fact that, you know, he's no longer power stalling, so his mass extractors are working at full capacity. Once again, the shield of Highlander has been, spent. Highlander is now only working with the base health, which has of course been upgraded by veterancy. Highlander actually can still get another potential rank of veterancy. Should be extremely careful though, because you know, all of these triad turrets are putting some serious hurt on Raftalia. Yeah, 5 triad turrets, so they're not overbuilding those by any means. They're just, you know, building just enough to basically repel attacks by the commander or anything else really. These are, oh yeah, more demolisher shots. This one, the front mass extractor is still, still hasn't been rebuilt. They are now trying to build those miasma artillery installations in order to counter the demolishers. Aeon Miasma does have a better damage output in comparison to the UEF Klinkhammer or indeed demolishers. But you know, at this point it might just be too late. The shields are about to be depleted. Of course, by building so many shields in one place, that allows, you know, that allows them to sustain for quite a while. But the problem is, when shields are connected to each other like this, that is a special thing that was introduced in FAF, by the way. When shields are connected to each other, like so, you know, you can see they are overlapping. I should say, when shields are overlapping, if one of the shields take damage, any other shield overlapping with that will take 10% of that damage. So yeah, it's while it does allow you to sustain for a longer amount of time, it's still not very efficient because, you know, especially high area of effect attacks like those demolisher shells, they deplete those shields much quicker than you'd expect, is what we should say here. But those Aeon artillery pieces here are in trouble. 2 of them got killed by coordinated barrages from the UEF player. You can clearly see that, yeah, the demolishers are shooting, their targets at roughly the same time, which, you know, allows them to do, which allows them greater potential to penetrate enemy positions. I was gonna say that shot was gonna be painful if it landed, but it didn't, because there are plenty of mobile shields as well as stationary shields on the way. So yeah, we're basically having a bit of a Mexican standoff here. I think we can also honestly just speed the game up, because it might be a snooze fest at this point. The game, I think there are only 6 minutes left in the game, so we can just watch it here. Yeah, artillery just shooting each other, not really accomplishing much. I think, yeah, Highlander might have a slightly higher chance for now, because even though he has fewer artillery pieces, Raftalia has fewer Tech 3 shields here. These shields are all Tech 2. Which means Highlander's firebase has less overall, more overall health, but less damage output. We'll see if it works out though. Oh, those demolishers need to be careful. One more shot and they could have gone down. It looks like Raftalia's shield generators are doing a pretty good job. They are pretty well coordinated, because you can see that, you know, every time a shield goes down, another goes up. This is one of the things you can do, you know, to improve your shielding in your base, is yeah, build your shields or turn the shield's bubbles on and off in such a way that every time one goes down, another goes up. That is definitely going to help you. Highlander might be doing something reckless here. Yeah, he wasted a whole bunch of energy and health shooting at those artillery pieces underneath the cliff. That is definitely not a very good idea to do as of this point, because he could die quite easily here. You can see, yeah, the Triad turret is doing some serious damage to his commander. The artillery shot's still landing. It looks like he's alive for now, but those Janus bombers might just seal the deal, which should slow the game down probably. Ow. That's a lot of health. He's got less than 2,000 health left, and still dropping, and still another Janus barrage will land. It looks like it didn't do too much damage there. Oh, there's another Janus bomber on the way. Well, 1 won't be enough to kill him. 2 might be, however. It would be really unfortunate to die just die to Janus bombers like this. Yeah, Janus fighter bombers, in comparison to other fighter bombers, they have much larger area of effect, but a lot less damage. It looks like Highlander's commander is safe for now, because his shield is about to go back up. And yeah, with the shield, he's going to be completely safe. There we go. I have to go have fun, man. Yes, you too, the one dude. I'm not entirely sure if you can really have fun with whatever you're doing, which I suspect is work, but I hope that, you know, this is bearable, so to speak. And it looks like, yeah, while Highlander's commander was dancing around dodging all the things that were flying at him, this fire base get taken out, all of his artillery pieces are gone, and that does not bode well at all for our friend Highlander here, as Raftali is accumulating more and more demolishers, which are very soon going to start shooting directly at into his base, into his vulnerable Tech 3 mass extractors as well as Tech 3 land factory. And that's not going to be very pleasant, will it? Is it? Sorry. So yeah, at this point I think we can tell that Raftali is going to win this. Oh, look at this, yep. The T3 shield power generators are about to go down. That'll be the final nail in the coffin. Ow! Another shield generator gets taken out. Yep, the reactor is almost gone. I don't think... well, if this shield goes up fast enough, there is a chance that they could survive. But ow, another artillery shell lands there. Okay, the shield generator is back up, so they are kind of fine for the moment. I suspect that won't last very long, though. I'm not sure Raftalia realizes that, you know, they could just destroy this, the land factory HQ completely for free. Unless... well, okay, some of the clink hammers are reaching it, some of them aren't. But the demolishers can just move up here and then shoot the thing. Janus bombers coming in now to provide some additional DPS. There we go. The quantum reactor goes up in flames. There is another reactor now exposed with no more shields left around it, except mobile shields, which only have like what, 3,500 health. Yeah, that's nothing to so many demolishers. And there we go. That is going to be the generator taken out. And at this point, I feel like, yep. At this point, I feel like Highlander has nothing going on for them anymore. So yeah, we can pretty much call GG. Sadness, sadness, sadness. Highlander was doing so well in the early game. But with those efficient bomber plays by Raftalia, you know, killing 6 or more Aurora tanks per bomber, ultimately, you know, he was pushed back, Highlander was pushed back, and Raftalia did manage to turtle up in the middle and accumulate some serious advantage. So, there we go, the end of the game. I wonder what the Highlander could have done differently to win. I feel like, you know, one thing they could have probably done differently was to, instead of engaging in the whole artillery game, like, you know, like Raftalia was, you know, building more and more clink hammers and demolishers. What if Highlander instead tried to build a bunch of harbingers and with shields and just push into this? I feel like together the commander of Highlander and the harbingers with shields could have, you know, overwhelmed this position when, you know, there were just like, what, 3 triad turrets? If there were only 3 triads and a bunch of demolishers, well, you know, demolishers can't really do anything once you get close to them. So maybe in that case, Highlander could have won. But perhaps, you know, perhaps the problem was that Highlander didn't really have the economy to sustain this Harbinger production. But then again, why would they build... In that case, why would they build, you know, artillery installations and all that cool stuff? If you can't afford to produce even Harbingers, then why would you produce artillery installations who are way more expensive? I feel like that's where they missed out. And yeah, like, you know, that's what always happens in 1v1. A pro tip, if you want to boost your rating, play against somebody, keep playing in 1 versus 1 lobbies, because you can see plus 26 rank points from just 1 match. Raftalia gained from that, so yeah. If you really care about your rank points and if you want to boost them really fast, practice playing a lot of 1v1s. Just go into, go into custom games, create a lobby, and then, you know, create a 1v1 lobby. And play against someone 1v1, and you will... excuse me. And you will, you know, as long as you keep winning, which of course you can't guarantee that, but as long as you do that, you will gain rank points at an astonishingly rapid pace. Adaptive Monument Valley. That looks pretty good. 1500 plus. It's only 21 minutes though. Oh yeah, by the way, new Duel Gap map just dropped a few days ago. Yeah, this one is called Bay Battle. It's basically like a new and supposedly improved version of Duel Gap. Not actually sure if people play that or not, but yeah, it is... they keep trying to, you know, improve Duel Gap, make it more interesting to play. Sorry about that. Not entirely sure if they have succeeded or not. Oh, we could watch this one if, you know, if no one else... If we can't queue up for a game right now or can't find a game, we can join this one instead. I feel like that's gonna be pretty good. Right, let's open this in advance and then go to play and see what we can find. Could play a creator game here. There is a weird looking settings version right here with no settings with no causeway. The middle is an actual sea. Interesting. The crater map, yeah, there's nobody around here really. There's only 3 people, which is really weird for crater. Okay, yeah, you know what? For the sake of saving time, let's go and watch this. I hope it's not desynced. I have been fairly lucky so far with, you know, the replays not being desynced. So at least that's pretty cool. It looks like I need to download the map because apparently I didn't have this map anymore, which, I don't know, makes sense I guess, considering this map has a name that I haven't seen before. It's called Metir. Alright. Toggle the Salem's ability to let it also move on land. Right, let me just quickly disable the music. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, we've got ourselves a map called Adaptive Metir, which is actually huge. It's 20 by 20, which is, I suspect, which is why the game will lasted so long. There is 173,000 reclaim on this map as of right now, which is a little bit crazy. So we'll see what the players can do with this information, or, you know, what they managed to accomplish. This is a 5 versus 5 map, at least the way they are playing right now. I think you can actually enable more players, like on this island right here, but they decided against that, so let's go ahead and start introducing our players. So, in the yellow corner on team 1, we've got ourselves Wish, our, you know, long time member featured in those casts, or not a member of my channel, just a member of those cast games. At 1700 rank points, playing Cybran in mellow yellow, going first land, and then no doubt going for a Hydro Rush, which I am pretty sure, if you see any bugs with this map, please tell Cookie Noob, thanks. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, every player on the map starts with a hydrocarbon power plant nearby, so very nice efficient early power. Very nicely done by the creators of the map. And next up, we've got White Owl at 1400 rank points, playing UEF in Elephantine Grey, also going first land, the exact same build, first land for extractors and then Hydro, no doubt. In the middle of the top section of the map, we've got the star player of today's match, the Wheelie. Our, you know, everybody knows the Wheelie, everybody loves the Wheelie. This guy is an absolute legend. Yes, so, playing UEF at 2400 rank points in Burgundy Red, also going for the exact same build. The rec says GLHF friends, which we haven't introduced the rec yet, but it's nice to know that they're, you know, these players are always cheering each other up and saying things like GLHF. It's really quite nice of them. Next up, we've got Wi-Fi at 1900 rank points, playing Cybran in Ferrari Red, also going for the actually slightly different build, building 2 extractors first and then a power generator. Don't see that every day around here, but I feel like he feels like he can afford it because of all the reclaim. Look at this reclaim scattered about here. Just on his island, or well, just on this section here, he's got a 15,000 mass lying around, so definitely worth, you know, maybe not building a lot more energy. Because with so much mass lying around, you're going to be able to upgrade your mass extractors at quite a rapid pace indeed. And last but not least, for team 1, we've got ourselves the Rick, who was also heavily featured in a few casts before, going for the exact same build as most other people, at 1800 rank points in Cyanide Cyan, also playing UEF, so 3 UEF players on team 1. And lots of colors I like, especially those two. Those two are like my favorites to be playing as. But anyway, in the purple corner, we've got a Milfgard. What a name! Milfgard, nice. At 2000 rank points, I almost said 2000 there. Playing Cybern, going first land in this regal, what is it called? Vivacious Violet, right? Yes, quite an amazing color indeed. Not one of my favorites though. Next up we've got FTX Commando at 1800 rank points, playing UEF in Pontiff White, also going for the Hydro Rush build. Yes, looks like everybody's going for that. In the middle section, in the middle of the bottom section, we've got who's this? Oh, this is Slado, right? Yes, Slado at 1900 points, a good friend who was also featured quite prominently in many casts. Going first land, exact same build, playing UEF in Electric Blue. Now that is a color I can get behind. Moving on to the eastern side, we've got ourselves Grimplex, one of the friends of Willow's Duality, who gets heavily featured in his cast in turn. Playing Seraphim in Spetsnaz Green at 1900 rank points, so he keeps climbing. I remember the time recently, a few months ago, he was like 1300 or something, so well done Grimplex. All this climbing clearly paying off. All the practicing, I should say. Playing Seraphim, going first land, the exact same build. And last but not least, for this particular match, we've got ourselves a Light Strike at 1500 rank points, so the second lowest, only ahead of White Owl. Yes, in Haliborange Orange, playing Aeon, going first land, and once again the exact same build. So with that out of the way, let's speed up the game a little bit. Even though it's only like 29 minutes, I think we should still speed up the beginning of the game to see exactly what the players are doing, or to see the first engagements, I should say. The Wreck is telling Wi-Fi to send ACU to the middle with me in a few minutes. With him, I mean, not with me. Where's Wi-Fi again? Oh, Wi-Fi is red, right here. So Wi-Fi and the Wreck will attempt to attack this island, which is located right next to Milfgard. So yeah, Milfgard is about to get double teamed by these two commanders of both Wi-Fi and the Wreck. However, considering this map is so gigantic, they could have a nasty surprise waiting for them, because, you know, they will be so close to enemy territory that will make them extremely vulnerable to air sniping. So definitely we'll have to be careful for that. Right, so we've got engineers for Slado and, well, literally everybody else walking around constructing mass extractors. There are actually tons of mass extractors on this island, on these islands, now that I look at this. For example, Slado has got himself, how much is that? That is like 4 here and 5, then 4 more, so that's like 9, 10, 11, and then 3 more here. So 14 mass extractors just on the main island of Slado. So the economies in this particular match are going to be through the roof. I feel like it definitely, you know, it would definitely be beneficial to go for Tech 2 as quickly as possible. And build up a more efficient, you know, Tech 2 or even Tech 3 power, because the mass income is going to be out of this world. First scouts flying in and out from the wheelie, trying to see what everybody else is up to. As you would expect from high level players, 3 minutes in, already scouts everywhere, flying around, seeing with their little eyes what exactly is about to go down. This scout is actually about to go down on its own, or not, because the interceptor didn't see it, I guess. The scout will survive for a few more minutes. I don't think, yeah, it doesn't look like the players are sending out any bombers, because they realize that it's most likely going to be futile, considering, you know, the map is so huge, but that by the time the bomber arrives, everybody will basically have an interceptor ready to destroy it. So as you would expect, of course, Milfgard arrives on the island first before the Wreck does, because, you know, Milfgard's spawn is literally right there. So that, of course, will be counteracted by both two commanders out from Wi-Fi and the Wreck, both appearing together and destroying all of these Tech 1 units that are coming in. I feel like, oh well, No, I was gonna say I feel like these engineers will die before they can do anything, but in actuality, they did manage to build a factory. They just, you know, someone needs to kill them because they will just keep destroying anything that comes out of the factory. So a commander needs to walk up here and actually kill them, what would happen. Yes, that is exactly what happens here. I'm sure the Rick appreciates Wi-Fi's help greatly because, you know, 2 commanders versus 1 commander and a bunch of spam isn't a very good matchup. However, Milfgard has already queued up, what is this, 9 factories? Yeah. 10 factories, excuse me, already queued up 10 factories to fight back against these 2 commanders. Of course, if they wanted to, they could build even more factories because there are 2 of them. They've got double the resources to work with. I feel like they're not going to do that though. We'll see. There's a red transport flying around out from Wi-Fi. It was trying to land on this middle island here, trying to steal the wreckage of what looks to be a destroyer. Yeah, I think it's an Aeon. What is it called? I forget. The Exodus. Yeah, I think it's called Exodus class destroyer. They were trying to get their hands on this delicious destroyer wreckage, like, you know, this engineer out from Milfgard is already doing, and it looks like they are succeeding. Or sorry, Wi-Fi isn't succeeding. Who's succeeding is Team 2 here. However, you know, this aggressive play from the Rick and Wi-Fi also creates a situation where basically the Wheaties middle island is not threatened at all. It's just, you know, there's just 2 engineers walking around. They have already reclaimed the wreckages of the ships. And the same thing here, you know, Wish is being completely uncontested. So, I suppose the aggressive plays are paying off in more ways than one. Wi-Fi's commander needs to be extremely careful here. Could very easily die. In fact, I'm pretty sure he's already dead, basically. With so many frigates coming in, as well as so much spam from Milfgard, Wi-Fi is in grave okay, well, Milfgard just stops chasing Wi-Fi, which means he will survive. I'm not entirely sure if this game is played with full share or not. We can actually say, we can actually see right now a scenario maybe. Fog 4 explored, team log share. Where are the sharing conditions? Hello? Death, share, no rush, cheating, team. Wait, what? Where is the sharing options? What is happening? Oh, share conditions, full share. Okay, yeah, so he probably, in all honesty, Milfgard probably doesn't even want to kill Wi-Fi's commander, because in that case, all of Wi-Fi's stuff will go to the Rick, and then the Rick will steamroll Milfgard with no problem whatsoever. Grimplex is already saying that Milfgard is too strong, and indeed he is fighting back against 2 commanders with just his own spam, basically. You know, a whole bunch of frigates and a whole bunch of Tech 1 land, just causing so much trouble for both the Rick and Wi-Fi. I think at this point, yep, Wi-Fi's commander has to cancel the Tech 2 upgrade in order to retreat further. And yes, at this point they will definitely be forced off this island, just because, you know, just because of how much stuff Milfgard has built. Milfgard was attempting to block Wi-Fi's, the Rick's commander inside the perimeter, but it looks like they will both, excuse me. They all died. Well, that was nice. Lol. Control K. Yeah. So basically, Wi-Fi's commander exploded, which, because, you know, the Rex commander was the Rex commander exploded, which because Wi-Fi's commander was so low, caused Wi-Fi's commander to explode as well, and then the chain reaction also caused Milfgard's commander to explode. So now, yeah, both the bases of Wi-Fi and the base of Wi-Fi and the Wreck go to the wheelie, while Milfgard's base goes to Slato. I think Team 1 will mostly be happy with that trade, because, you know, the wheelie is an extremely good player, and you can see he's already forcing Slato's ships back because, because the Wreck actually built himself a bunch of T2 navy. Already those destroyers on the prowl, easily sinking those frigates out from Slato, and formerly out from Milfgard as well, no question. You know, the victory is out of the question for now, for Slato, at least in terms of sea. The wheelie has already reached Tech 3 Air, by the way. No problem whatsoever. Of course, you know, with so many mass extractors, you can pretty much do whatever you want. You can rush whatever you want. You will still have the economy to support it, as long as you keep building enough power. And at this point, I feel like the wheelie definitely has enough. Well, you know, he's kind of balancing on the edge when it comes to energy. Only two T3 power generators so far, against the backdrop of almost 4 factories. That is some serious strain on his power, but it looks like, yeah, for now it's just gonna work out completely fine. I'm sure he is also upgrading those mass extractors on the Reckon Wi-Fi's island to T3 as we speak. White Owl is telling to somebody to scout Grey, which is a real weird statement because White Owl himself is Grey, so I'm not entirely sure who they are referring to. I guess maybe they're referring to Grimplex, because yeah, you know, this dark green color, the Spetsnaz green color, kind of looks like Grey from a certain point of view. Like, when I'm watching right now, I can clearly see that this is, you know, this is green, not Grey. But you know, someone watching it on a different monitor, you know, with different settings, or you know, things like that, or even you watching right now on Twitch, it could look very different for you, for all I know. Anyway, so yeah, Tech 3 Air has been achieved by a lot of players. Actually, it looks like, yeah, Commando and Grimplex both have gotten themselves their own Tech 3 Air. There are some Mercies, you know, those guided missiles have been produced by Light Strike. They will now be visible because of the scouts out from White Owl. It looks like the Wheelies fighters are going straight in order to find and eliminate these Mercies. Haven't quite found them so far, and instead they will go try to eliminate those torpedo bombers, which are currently destroying the frigates of Wish, harassing the shores of both Grimplex and Light Strike. It looks like, yeah, Grimplex is actually, Wish looks like he's winning the Navy against both Grimplex and Light Strike. See, Light Strike's naval production is already in danger, while Grimplex has none at all, thanks to those frigates that just, you know, floating in and destroying it. There is also a whole bunch of, well, yeah, these fighters are friendly to Slato. Unlike these, it looks like the Wheelie is outperforming both players on Team 2 in terms of air production, which is honestly to be expected out of the Wheelie. And now, yes, White Owl has been asked to give his air to the Wheelie to add to the entire situation. It looks like Grimplex and Commando might have to join their navies as well, their air forces as well, if they have any hopes of beating the Wheelie. Whether or not they actually do that remains to be seen. The first battle cruiser has officially come out of the Wheelie, yes. And he's telling people to wait for his battle cruiser, which is out now. It's not moving for some reason. Well, it's only moving now. Finding problems, says the Rick. I'm assuming he's talking about the fact that the Neptune battle cruiser has refused to move for such a long time. There are missiles flying in now, not really doing anything though. These are just random cruiser missiles out from the Seraphim Navy, or not. Okay, never mind, I don't understand where these missiles are coming from. Well, now there are missiles coming out of the cruisers from the Wheelie. I'm guessing Slato doesn't really have any, because he's mostly working with Cybran Navy, as well as some UEF frigates, so we have no missiles on these so far. Slato's commander is safe and sound back at base, working on some mass extractor upgrades. At this point, I feel like it might be a good idea to put your commander into water, but it also might not be, for all we know. Alright, there's an unexpected push coming in here from who's this? What? Oh, this is Wish. Yeah, sorry. Wagner tanks from Wish have made landfall here. Now, the Cybran Wagner tanks are quite unique in comparison to other, amphibious tanks of other factions, because the Wagner tanks actually crawl underwater. They don't, they don't hover above water like the hover tanks of other factions. They crawl underwater and then they emerge, and they can hit you quite unexpectedly indeed. You can see, yeah, they almost made it to those Tech 3 mass extractors, and if Grimplex were to lose these, that would be a serious problem. However, at this point, yeah, there are Tech 2 defense turrets ready to meet those tanks, and now they basically can't do anything on this island anymore. So they should either be sent somewhere else or just or you should just stop producing them. The Neptune battle cruiser out from the wheelie doing some serious damage to the navy of Slato, already forcing the retreat on these destroyers and frigates, which is fair enough. You know, battle cruisers are extremely scary when you haven't got any T3 navy of your own. And I can't help but feel like Wi-Fi and the Rick dying actually gave Team 1 a massive advantage now, because look at what the wheelie is doing. You know, 600 mass per second already, and he's not just sitting on it, he's spending all of it, by the way. You can clearly see. So, yeah, the wheelie, since the wheelie is such a good player, with such high APM, well, at least I'm pretty sure he has good APM, he can afford to, you know, have all of this economy and still spend all of it, all the while, you know, microing his troops as well. You see, he's not throwing the battlecruiser away. He's still keeping it, you know, far enough where its range can be utilized to with the wheelie's advantage. So overall, yeah, stellar plays from the wheelie. So far, definitely carrying this game, I almost want to say. Of course, you know, Wish is also pulling his weight here with those Wagner raids. Did some serious damage to the economy of Light Strike, and he, you know, since Wish was able to eliminate the naval productions of both Grimplex and Light Strike, well, that can't be discounted, of course, that can't be ignored, rather. But still, you know, the wheelie is the wheelie, you know. You know, the wheelie does his thing, regardless of whatever else, what everybody else does. However, at this point, I think, yeah, it looks like the navies of Slato and the wheelie are now matched, because there is a battle cruiser out from Slato as well. And most importantly, the wheelie's battlecruiser is exposed, so it's going to take a little bit more damage compared to its blue counterpart. And yeah, it looks like Slato still has to retreat though, because there is a massive frigate advantage going on for the wheelie. If we take a look at the amount of frigates that are currently engaging, 54 for the wheelie, whereas for Slato on this small cluster it's only 15. Yeah, there is another massive cluster of frigates rolling right past the battlecruiser, attacking the naval production of Wish. I'm not entirely sure if Wish can contend with all that, because he's only got a couple destroyers here, while the, you know, Slato has got some destroyers of his own. So yeah, it feels like Wish is going to be forced back for now, but those are just Tech 1 naval factories. You know, he's not going to lose like a headquarters or anything else from this engagement. Still, Slato's navy isn't actually accomplishing all that much. Of course, they're harassing, you know, the spawn point of... excuse me? Alright, so Light Strike has just quit, calls it quits, and now the game has desynced. Well, that's sad. Yeah, as of now, yeah, the last thing I've seen was the Wish and White Owl arguing about how White Owl isn't doing anything. Yeah. White Owl is defending himself by asking what exactly Commando has done this game. And Wish just responds by, well, look, Scout, and you might see what exactly White is doing. Right now, all White is doing is charging up this nuke eliminator here, because, you know, there is a threat of nukage now out from White Owl, but yeah, now since the game is desynced, we really can't see what's going on anymore. It looks like all the players are working on their strategic missile defense. Nuke Grimplex, I doubt he's loaded. Okay. So some people are still playing. Yeah, it's really hard. It's gonna be really hard to see who is actually, you know, who is being controlled by AI at this point and who isn't. So we might run into all sorts of weirdness, or might witness all sorts of weirdness. And yes, Grimplex's nuke defense is definitely not loaded. However, it might actually get loaded before White Owl launches. I'm not entirely sure why Wish is being so hard on White Owl though, because, you know, even though he isn't doing much right now, Team 1 is still winning due to amazing carrying by the wheelie, as well as, you know, Wish's successful raids of the southeastern economy. So it's not like it's not all that bad, you know, they're still winning. Well, no one gives a fuck about your Wagner. Oh yeah, well. Okay. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, he is nuking Grimplex because Grimplex's new strategic missile defense is not charged. I feel like, yeah, it will never charge now. So, every second you wait, he gets closer, he's running. What? In my nuke. What? Apparently Commando also has nuke. Oh, there we go, yep. Pull out Wish. I think you're gonna get trapped. What? Oh, yeah, okay. Fair enough. The Rig is telling Wish to retreat from this position because he might get surrounded by the navies from Slato and Grimplex. Grimplex really doesn't have a navy. Oh! Okay, well they did manage to charge it. Just barely. They have 850 mass. What does it mean? 850 mass? What are you talking about? What? Rip, says the Rig. Yeah, the nuke didn't work. Sadness. Extreme sadness. So yeah, now White Owl has to go back to echoing up. Oh well, okay, White Owl is overflowing like crazy. Yeah, really needs to do something with that mass. Probably at this point might as well start making some navy of his own. He is making an Atlantis. Slato is saying, can you like, oh never mind. No idea what he's talking about, but yes. Nice Omni, I like the spot. Me too. Alright, apparently there was an Omni sensor array somewhere, which probably got taken out immediately by the wheelie, judging by their banter. I can't really see it though. But yeah, certainly looks to be the case. I think at this point we can speed the game up a little bit though, because it doesn't look like anything is happening. But yeah, I like how I immediately, you know, the moment I say, oh, I have been fairly lucky with desyncs recently because there haven't been any, I just immediately immediately get a desync replay. Just my luck, I suppose. White Owl has finished the Atlantis. Desperately needs to make another one though, because, or something, because, you know, still floating 1600 mass. That at this point in the game is probably not a very good idea to do so. I wonder if all the commanders in the game have got resource allocation system. At this point, let me see. So, well, White Owl does. I already checked. Wish does not. Wish's commander is completely unupgraded, which at this point definitely should have at least stealth or a resource allocation system. There is no reason not to have it. The wheelie has one, and in terms of Team 2, Slato doesn't. Commando does, and Grimplex does not. So yeah, clearly not enough. By 24 minutes, clearly not enough resource allocation system upgrades in this game. You know, if your commander is standing around doing nothing, might as well outfit it with the thing that causes it to generate more resources, because honestly, what else would you possibly do? It looks like Slato is actually going for one right now, because yeah, on the right arm, and it's not going to be gun, because gun is completely pointless, so then it's definitely going to be a RAS. For sure, Grimplex is not upgrading anything, and I feel like that's a mistake, even though, I don't know, maybe... Okay, what? My mass bar just kind of just like spazzed out. No, it looks like Grimplex is still... Grimplex is basically out of mass, so that might be why he doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to upgrade just yet, but probably should have found some time to do it at this point. I don't know. Can someone scout the Navy? Slato is asking. Might be a pretty good idea. I don't think they can see too much. They can just see a whole bunch of these dots, which these dots do look extremely scary. But I don't know if... Yeah. I don't know if it actually is that scary, because, you know, there's just some frigates and with shield bows, and that's basically it. There are some battle cruisers. If we do a quick battle cruiser count right now, there's 3 for the wheelie, who is now producing battleships instead. Has 4 of them already coming in. Those could be quite threatening, could make very short work of any shoreline structures. If I'm pretty sure they're already doing exactly that. There's a cruiser actually just running in, trying to shoot down something, I don't know. White Owl is still arguing with Wish, saying like, what exactly has the white player done that I haven't? Which, you know, still a fairly good point. Because, you know, white is basically only just producing, planes, and that's it. Slato doesn't know how to spend them. As you can see, there's like, yeah, plus 100 mass and it's still going. Desperately needs to do something. I think, yeah, at this point he will complete his resource allocation system, and then we'll see from there. One brilliant idea from Slato, though, is using those mermaids, those counterintelligence boats. You can see those orange circles, well, you know, around those boats. Within those circles, the enemy radars won't be able to see your ships. I think they can't see anything there because of the stealth boats. That's amazing. But in terms of battle cruiser count, if we can see, hello? Slato only has 2 remaining, and you know, one of them is about to sink. And I don't think Slato has any battleships either, so yeah, it's looking more and more bleak for Team 2. I think at this point the game has pretty much been decided. Oh, hello, evil cursed potato, welcome. Sorry, I didn't notice you immediately. Yeah, well, we are playing Supreme Commander Forged Alliance. Okay, there's like a million messages being, yes, you know it's indeed. Okay, yeah, no. Wish isn't responding to Gray's comments, but yeah. Hey, welcome, I'm so glad to see you again. How's your day going? Have you guys got some daylight savings as well now? I'm not entirely sure who has them and who doesn't at this point, so I'm sorry, might be a little bit ignorant here, but yeah, I think all the American friends have now had these, you know, the switch, a daylight savings switch, but I'm not entirely sure about European friends. But yes, we are once again going to be playing some Supreme Commander Forged Alliance. Right now we aren't playing, we are casting. Now this game is coming to a close here, I'm pretty sure, because yeah, at this point, if you can see the Team 1, which consists of the grey, yellow, and the red player, you can probably guess that at this point they're completely crushing the opposition. Just look at the fighter count, look at this, if we control A, we can see that, yeah, basically the wheelie has over 300 fighters at this point, while on Team 2 we've got actually a fairly matching amount, so never mind that. I wonder if we're gonna get an air engagement before the game is over. Yeah, it might not be as simple as I imagined it would be, because yeah, it's interesting. So white is actually matching, yeah, Commando is actually matching the fighter output of the wheelie, at least seemingly. He's probably receiving help from Grimplex as well, because Grimplex, yeah, has got a bunch of Tech 2, Tech 3 air factories here, also producing fighters, and then is then giving them to Commando. We've got an air engagement right now as we speak, actually. Those planes are going to get shot out of the sky. It's extremely unclear what's happening if you zoom in and the icons disappear, because we've got identical factions on both sides. Yes, it looks like, yeah, the wheelie's air is actually getting crushed by a slightly better micromanagement of Commando. However, Slato has now called it quits, so his commander will now explode and his stuff will be transferred to someone else, and at that point I think the morale of Team 2 will be so crushed that they will just quit again. There's also a whole bunch of conversations going on in chat. Pause, maybe we can just say it's a draw. Pause the game, Rick, did I ask? You don't micro, FTX, you don't micro air with more than 250. Did I know, but you said something wrong on the stream, so I had to correct you. It's a shame we didn't get to -10. Oh, yeah, they're talking about the fact that there are so many units in the game that, you know, everything is slowing down, and yeah, even we who are, you know, as we are running a replay, it's just merely a replay, we're still reduced to -1 speed, which is, you know, slower than the default game speed. Even though I can try to speed it up, but it actually won't work. It will still remain at -1. That's how many units there are. We had them 2 weeks ago. Oh, 2 weeks ago, okay. So you've had them even earlier, that's interesting. Well, I don't know. Even if Commando didn't micro his air, you can clearly see, well, now Commando has quit, so now it's only Grimplex left over. But if we can Yeah, Control A, still almost 300 fighters for Grimplex, while on the side of the wheelie, we've got ourselves, what is this, 79? Is it 79 or just 9? Yeah, I think it's 79, so yeah, 150, so yes. Commando has definitely won here. Too bad it's not gonna matter because, yeah, the Grimplex just decides this fight is just not worth fighting, you know, having to control all of this territory. So he also called it quits and the game is over. Congratulations to the Wheelie, White Owl, Wish, Wi-Fi, and the Rick. 5 people have a word in their name starting with a W. That's crazy. Wheelie, White Owl, Wish, Wi-Fi, and the Rick. Amazing. I didn't even notice that. Wow, it's the W team. Of course they would get a W in this game. How else could it possibly go, you know? Nice. The W team. Europe has it as early as far as I know. Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. But yeah, that must mean this, like, what is it, 6:38 for you right now or something? Or is that too far off the mark? Oh, 7:38, so yeah, it's not quite... It's not quite as... You're not quite as far behind as I expected. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, this game, when it was played, there was no desync there, everything went smoothly, which is why we're still witnessing it, you know. There was rank change, which means, yeah, whoever won actually gained some rank points. When, if there is an actual desync within the game, I would say, the rankings weren't changed because there was a desync in the game. And that didn't happen, so the game went through smoothly when they were playing. But as we were searching, that's another story. Right, there's only 2 tabs here, or 2 pages, which means, there were quite a bit fewer. 1,600 games played in those 2 weeks. There's one. Oh, there's Milfgard again. And Wish is also here. Interesting. 2v2, 1,600 plus. Maybe we could watch this one, It's 24 minutes, so it's like moderate length. Yeah, I'll definitely consider watching this one. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's Law here. Oh, ooh. And Parallon too. Ooh, that's fancy. Although it's only 12 minutes, so not nearly as long. Yeah, well. Hey, Boxeroo, welcome. Hey. I just got done casting a game where it was a 5v5 high rank game where on one of the teams there were 5 people who each had their names starting with the word W. There was the Rick, Wi-Fi, Wesh, the Wheelie, and White Owl in one team. So 5 people, 5 people that had words starting with a W in their name. So naturally they won. How else could it possibly have gone? Alright, so I'm still... Noobs, please teaching friends. Okay, well in that case I'm not gonna join that one. Don't want to ruin some people's day by crushing them. Oh, maybe I should join this one. I don't know. Just quickly nomming breakfast before I return to program. Ooh, programming, fancy. If you don't mind sharing, what exactly do you do for programming? I mean, it's not really gonna clear up anything for me because I don't do it, but, it's still interesting, because there are many facets, many aspects, many types of programming you can be doing. I am not connecting to these guys for some reason. Is it because one of them is from Mexico? I'm not entirely sure. Well, yeah, there's... Yeah. 1 people from the US, 2 from Mexico, so they might just be too far away from me, which is still weird because, normally it doesn't really matter. You can still connect to them and play with them all the same, but for now it doesn't seem to be happening. I wonder if I can play... Okay, there are 0 people in the matchmaking queue. Why is FAF dead today? Hello? Does no one want to play? What is happening? I have to make a website for a school assignment. Ooh, that's so cool. School assignment for website. Wow, that is amazing. I wish I had cool assignments like that back in the day when I was studying at whatever I was studying, but Amazing. I hope you have lots of fun with that. And you know what? Yeah, you know what? Let's go and cast this one. I am excited to see it. You know, what was it again? 26 minutes, I said? Well, whatever. Can't see it now, but at the very least, you know, we're going to witness a lot of cool micro. And hopefully a lot of nice resource management, because, you know, the amount of resources on this particular map is quite insane. They have reduced it. It's only 15,000 mass versus like 160 something thousand that we've seen last time. But it still is going to be fairly interesting, you know. So yes, this map is adaptive diversity, 15,000 mass by default. At least that's what the host set it to. You know, it could be much more, considering it could be played as a 6v6. And there could be way more reclaims scattered about everywhere, including those, you know, the northwestern corner and the southeastern corner. But they chose not to. They chose to play it as a 2v2 for, I guess, for practicing for tournaments and stuff like that. So anyway, let's go ahead and start introducing our players. In the yellow corner, we've got ourselves Milfgard. What a name. I still can't get over it. I've definitely seen this guy before. I still can't get over that name, Milfgard. Playing, yes, at 2000 rank points, by the way, playing Seraphim in baby blue, going first land, and then slowly but surely building around. Yeah, it looks like there aren't any hydrocarbon spots nearby the spawns, so they will just opt for building normal power generators instead. His teammate Wish, which, yeah, we've just witnessed both Milfgard and Wish in the early game, but now, you know, this is a totally different game with totally different outcomes and strategies, so still gonna be fun anyway. So yes, Wish at 1700 rank points, playing Cybran in mellow yellow, going for, well, the same thing, first land. Hasn't queued up anything else yet, interestingly enough, but probably going to go for the exact same thing. A couple generators, a couple mass extractors, and then the commander might want to go to the middle because, you know, there's a whole bunch of mass to secure and it's a wide open space, so enemy units could easily sneak by and cause some serious damage in your backline. Definitely want to avoid that as quickly as possible. And next up, we've got ourselves in the red corner. On team 2, we've got Tree Folk Noob. Nice name, some kind of a D&D reference, I assume. At 1800 rank points, playing Cybran and Pontiff White, going first land, the exact same thing as Wish is currently doing. And last but not least for this game, we've got Harzer Noob playing, yes, also playing Cybran at 1900 rank points in Ferrari Red. The same exact thing, going first land, a couple extractors and generators before moving on to something better. Alright, so interesting conversations already happening in chat. Let's speed up the game a little bit. The Milfgard is telling Wish to carry the game. Wish is responding, I thought there would be more mexes on the map, as in mass extractors, you know, those green spots. Yeah, there aren't. They've removed quite a few of these, let's just say that. Because there aren't nearly as many players. Wish is responding, you're the 2000 player here, not me, you're supposed to carry. Meanwhile, Tree Folk is asking Harzer, we just crush, right? Yeah, no problem. No problem, of course, we're both, you know, 1800, 1900 versus 1700, of course we're gonna crush. Well, I'm not entirely sure how true that is, it remains to be seen. And I guess we'll see it soon. And yes, already you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. Those light assault bots, which can be produced at night instantaneously from your factories, are already on the prowl. And they, yes, it seems like they are poised to cause some serious economic damage to, or at least these two guys here are poised to cause serious economic damage as long as they can kill the engineer before the engineer reclaims those rocks. It's going to be a serious problem for Harzer as long as he's not paying attention. However, Harzer is doing the exact same thing. Yeah, these you know, search parties of light assault bots and scouts just barely missed each other. And also notice how Harzer is sending 2 parties while Wish is only sending 1. However, this one might just be enough as long as it kills this engineer before it can reclaim the rocks. Looks like the engineer is retreating already. I'm not entirely sure if it saw what was happening or not, but there is a mantis coming out now, which will easily kill those two. So yeah, I guess Harzer realized what was happening and already changed course. There is a mantis with a scout coming out of Wish. However, it narrowly misses this light assault bot, which will now clean up at least 1 engineer, possibly even more, as long as Harzer does or Wish doesn't chase it down properly. Very similar thing happening at the top, except for the fact that Nilfgaard playing Seraphim actually has no access to light assault bots, so he just has to use tanks instead straight out the gate. Which, you know, of course tanks can easily overpower the light assault bots, but you know, the entire thing about light assault bots is that they come out instantly and cause havoc immediately, while, you know, for the tanks it takes quite a while to do the same thing. Already, yeah, you can see right here, killed this engineer, destroyed the radar which the engineer was building, and also will destroy this mass extractor. Well, the tank should clean it up, or not, or it could just miss like this and do nothing, I don't know. Yep, the light assault bot will actually escape with its life, amusingly enough. Yeah, it looks like the, you know, these empty corners, the, what is this, northwestern and the southeastern corner. I'm gonna get back to programming. Lurk, yep, no problem, lurk away, my friend. You're always welcome here, and I really enjoy your presence, and I hope your day goes great. Anyway, yes, the first scouts are flying out as well. There are already some air engagements actually happening between Wish and Harzer. I'm not entirely sure if this is a good thing to do for Wish, because, yeah, he's flying directly over Harzer's base, which means Harzer will have reinforcements arriving faster. So now Wish basically has no air control. By comparison, Nilfgaard is only building air now. The first, yeah, just barely got like the first interceptor out, because he realizes that, you know, land is probably a little bit more important, considering all of the, you know, all of the tanks that are already running around his territory. We'll kill a few engineers here, which I'm sure Nilfgaard won't be too happy about. But, you know, that's just life. Treefolk already, yeah, also should be noted, Treefolk's commander is already at the front line, while Nilfgaard's commander is a little bit late, and is also not even going to the middle, but instead going to reclaim a whole bunch of stuff here. I'm actually curious now if this stuff was always here, or just or was actually from the actual mantises from the enemy that got killed. It's not actually not quite clear. But anyway, yes, the bomber out from Nilfgaard will successfully clean up all of these mantises that have snuck in. There is also now a defense turret, which will ensure the security of this factory, or at least of this hydrocarbon power plant. Well, it still remains to be seen if the factory is actually going to be built. Yeah, it also feels like there is more air out from Treefolk as well, in comparison to Nilfgaard at least. Treefolk's commander is in a bit of a precarious position here, getting surrounded by combat units, but it looks like, yeah, it's not in any danger now, because, you know, the commanders are still extremely high health. They are still, you know, there are still not that many units on in the way. Of course, you know, you could unexpectedly get surrounded by like 30 units and get killed, but I feel like the players realize that at this point it's probably not going to happen, because it's too early, you know. They can't have possibly produced that many units to just to kill the commander. So yeah, for now they will just be trading shots here, killing a whole bunch of combat units on either side. It looks like Nilfgaard is pushing back against Treefolk so far. But yeah, like I said before, that is something I learned actually fairly recently, like 1 or 2 months ago. You should always try, in the early game, you should always have your commander taking shots from both the enemy commander and the spam, while your commander is busy eliminating that spam. But that is how you know, get an advantage over your enemy, because every time you kill an enemy unit, you reduce the total DPS of their army, while your units, as long as they don't get killed, they will, you know, stay back, and your DPS will accumulate. And it looks like, yeah, Treefolk is still getting out microed by Nilfgaard. However, the problem might be that Nilfgaard has a little bit too many scouts here, which scouts aren't that great at actual combat. And now suddenly there are rhinos coming in, rhino tanks out from Treefolk, which could pose some serious threat. You can see Nilfgaard already dropping into the red. Should definitely be extremely careful now. There was an unexpected T2 rush out from Treefolk. It didn't kill Nilfgaard. He's still relatively okay, but has to retreat or face the consequences, and the two tanks will only keep building up. If we can see the income of different players, interestingly enough, Wish has more income in comparison to Nilfgaard. I guess it is kind of to be expected, because, you know, of how many mass extractors he's got. The same exact thing happening here. Treefolk has a massive economic advantage over both his teammate as well as Nilfgaard, and already, yeah, utilizing it to build some tank to tanks. And also missile launchers, I think. No, these are just artillery for now, but a sizable Tech 2 army accumulating for Wish as well. Already has some hoplite rocket bots on the prowl. Interesting choice, you know. I had a discussion recently about, you know, how effective our hoplites are versus, you know, versus Rhino tanks. And while the Rhino tanks have got quite a bit more health and rate of fire, hoplites, if microed properly, could be even more devastating against Tech 1, because, you know, they will just outrange the Tech 1 units, and if you know, if the hoplites constantly run away from them, you can still you know, clean them up without the Tech 1 units actually being able to shoot back, which is not the case with Rhinos, because Rhinos, you know, they are a little bit slower and have lower range, so they have to engage the enemy basically face to face, and they will take damage no matter what, while, you know, hoplites, when microed well, can take minimal damage and barely, you know, the enemy will barely do anything to them, but you have to keep microing them, because otherwise they will just die their paper. Yeah, it looks like for now, yeah, Wish and Harzar have a bit of a truce here. Well, the same cannot be said for Nilfgaard and Treefolk, however, because Treefolk is pushing extremely aggressively, trying to squeeze Nilfgaard out of the middle. Of course, there are those Ilshevo assault bots, which, you know, has to be extremely careful. The important thing is that Nilfgaard was upgrading Tech 2 engineering suite and had to actually cancel it, while Treefolk has got himself a gun, you know, the primary weapon upgrade, and can still afford to keep pushing, because, you know, there isn't yet a critical mass of Ilshevos that can just kill Treefolk outright. And by that point, he's probably going to have enough Rhinos to actually fight back against those. Yeah, it's also interesting to note that, you know, the players are kind of engaging in honorable one-on-one duels, even though they don't have to, because, you know, the map is wide open. They can, like, they can basically double team one of their opponents, but they aren't doing exactly that. Instead, they're doing the opposite, which is, you know, Nilfgaard fighting Treefolk, while Wish is fighting Harzar. So nothing unexpected happening so far. Even, you know, Treefolk pushing so hard against Nilfgaard and, you know, overrunning him is also to be expected, for the simple reason that Treefolk has much better eco just by the starting position. Treefolk actually has the best eco in the game right now. The Ilshevo assault bots are putting some serious hurt on the commander, but, you know, the commander can still kill them and still be relatively okay, especially considering the gun upgrade it's working with. Yeah, has run out of energy now because of all of these overcharge attacks, but, you know, still, even so, he can still, you know, kill those. The, you know, 3 Ilshevos won't be enough to kill the commander for sure. And the most important thing is whoever gets, you know, has more normal units left over will have an advantage, and that advantage can mount extremely quickly. But the gun from Treefolk ensures that, you know, he has quite a bit of leeway and can very easily, you know, can very easily defend himself against the, you know, smaller groups of Ilshevos, I should say. On the opposite side of the world, Harzar's commander needs to be extremely careful, because, you know, Harzar is only working with Tech 1 spam right now, while Wish is putting out more and more hoplites. Which, yeah, like I described before, you see these guys can't shoot, but the hoplites are already shooting them. And that's the exact reason why Wish went for them. Why? Sorry, not while, but why. At this point, Nilfgaard realizes he needs an upgrade of his own, so he just goes for a gun upgrade. Yeah, the commander out from the Treefolk loses a serious amount of health. Needs to be extremely careful though, because, yeah, the Rhinos are already pushing in extremely deeply. They're surrounding the commander of Nilfgaard. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna die here. And Treefolk won't even take any damage because, yeah, he's standing too far away. So yes, Treefolk can now extremely easily overrun the position of Nilfgaard. I'm not entirely sure why Nilfgaard decided to, you know, be upgrading so deep in. Alright, it looks like most of the hoplites actually have been either killed or they have retreated. So this also didn't work out too well for Wish, because, yeah, his hoplites are all just gonna die. However, it looks like Harzar is completely out of units here, which could create a serious problem, because, you know, if Harzar's commander dies here, that's just it. The map will be completely even, because, you know, even though, of course, Treefolk is still pushing here, still destroying the bases of the former base of Nilfgaard, You know, if Wish can even that out by, you know, just destroying Harzer's commander, the situation will be quite dire indeed. Yeah, it looks like Harzer's commander is pretty much dead no matter what. Oh, wait, never mind, I spoke too soon. There's the clutch rank of veterancy. I feel like... interesting. I feel like Wish still could have gotten the commander if he just kept pushing, but he chose not to do that. And now it looks like he's going to be losing his advantage quite rapidly. Because, yeah, Nilfgaard's position is still being overrun by the forces of Treefolk, who's now over half health. Still looking extremely healthy, that commander. Probably going to destroy the Land Factory headquarters soon, so no more Ilchevils for Wish either. Quite a tricky situation, that. Interestingly enough, yeah, Treefolk is also sending his commander against, Treefolk is sending his engineer to help Harzer reclaim. I think Harzer will now die. Because Wish is just chasing him down, running him down, I should say. Yep. That is the end for, or not. Okay, yes, this is the end for Harzer, so yes. We've got complete parity now, except for the fact that Treefolk's commander is still demolishing Nilfgaard's base, while Wish just now dealt with Harzer. Treefolk is asking, what the hell are you doing? To which Harzer responds overconfident. Well, okay, fair enough. There is actually quite a decent amount of Ilchevos having accumulated now at Nilfgaard's former base. Or never mind, most of these are actually turrets. These turrets might just not be enough for all of these rhinos though, because, you know, rhinos have a decent chunk of health at 2000. And even though there's plenty of DPS out from these turrets and Ilchevos, there's just too many tanks, so yeah, this position is basically gone at this point. Now it's just a game of, you know, a game of wits, a game of shadows. As long as, you know, Harzer can, Wish can come up with something to, you know, unexpectedly kill Treefolk, he still has a chance to win this game. But he's definitely losing air, though. That should not be underestimated. Only, yeah, 28 interceptors out from Treefolk, while there are zero, precisely zero, out from Wish. It's a bit of a tough situation to be in. His commander is currently pushing in and destroying mass extractors. Not entirely sure what's up with that. The rhinos are now being pounded into dust by these attack bombers, which shouldn't be happening. You know, just one flak cannon would have removed this problem entirely. Nilfgaard's base is completely gone. Nothing to, you know, nothing to defend that anymore. Wish is telling Treefolk to snipe, to which Treefolk responds, I don't have anything to do so. And I'm not entirely sure why Wish is giving up so early, considering, you know, he has Tech 3, land. Treefolk still doesn't. Definitely has the economy to support it, but doesn't have the actual thing. So if Wish were to airdrop some bricks in certain places, he could very easily put some serious hurt on Treefolk's economy, and then, you know, there wouldn't be very much left to do for Treefolk. But, Wish is saying 2000 rank noob just lost completely, to which Treefolk responds, I am 2000 as well. Yeah, Nilfgaard is saying that he didn't let me get my gun. No gun. Sadness. Well, there is a critical mass of bricks now accumulated in Wish's base, which they will be able to destroy everything that is coming in. At this point, of course, Treefolk has his own land, G3 land, producing loyalists to you know, no doubt run all over the map and destroy all of these expansions like the one in the northwest, which Wish isn't even upgrading that one, it's just not doing anything. Interestingly enough, though, there's some artillery pieces coming in now from Wish, which will, yeah, I'm guessing they are just here to destroy these mass extractors. Put some hurt on Treefolk's economy. It won't really matter though, because, you know, Treefolk has so much territory. It looks like at this point, Wish is actually has his own idea of sniping, building a whole bunch of Corsairs to push back against those Rhinos. However, the Corsairs have been revealed, so they're quite easy to kill. And excuse me, I'm having a phone call in real life, so I'll be with you in just a few moments. It's an important phone call, you know. Alright, joke's on me, the call wasn't important at all. Let's continue watching. I think that one of my kiddos just called me by accident. There. Alright. Anyway. Yeah, and the reason I'm saying by accident is because they literally weren't saying anything, so yeah. If they were talking, of course I would talk back and, you know, say like, hi, how are you doing, all that stuff, but, you know, they didn't say anything, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that was an accident. Anyway, so yeah, a very nice group of bricks accumulating nearby Wesh's commander. Those bricks will definitely eliminate everything here. However, there are already loyalists coming up. Of course, loyalists are no match for bricks, but the problem is, you know, these loyalists could very easily destroy these turrets and these extractors and all of that cool stuff. Mounting the advantage of tree folk even further. And yes, you can also just run circles around the bricks without them realizing what is happening. Okay, so Wesh sees all of these but can't really do anything about it. There was a transport. Yep, there we go. There is an air transport now with which Wesh is trying to control more territory, destroying these destroying these engineers. Let's make a deal, says Wesh. Okay, you control K. And I control K. You first. Okay. Good plan. Good plan, my dude. I do wonder if Wish can still come back here. If, for example, he drops some bricks in this territory here, cleans up all these extra mass extractors, you know. Tree Folk's commander can of course kill those bricks very easily, but you know, the commander can't be everywhere at once. He's just standing here in the, you know, in a spot where nothing else is. Meanwhile, Tree Folk is constructing both a power generator, Tech 3 power generator, and a monkey lord at the same time. Might be a slightly reckless choice if I do say so myself. Minus 2,000 energy per second. Wesh's economy is almost gone for some reason. He's got what? Wait, Wesh has got himself 23 mass per second? What is... Oh yeah, because Wesh is power stalling, right? Also power stalling, because apparently all of his extractors either got destroyed or sorry, generators, or he just didn't build any. Okay then. Yeah, so basically there is no way for Tree Folk to kill Wesh, but Wesh's economy is so bad that his demise is just a matter of time, basically. Interesting situations. No E for that. Is he Mazer Com dropping you? Yeah, okay. No, he's not Mazer Com dropping anything because he has no he has no power to speak of. Easy. Yeah, okay. They're just mentioning how, yeah, Wish is just basically complaining about the fact that, you know, these players aren't actually that good, even though they are, you know, 2K. I don't know. I feel like they are pretty good, though. Milfgard is meanwhile joking about how Wesh isn't carrying anything at all right now. Yeah, so the bricks are, of course, pushing back against the forces of Milfgard. It doesn't... Oh, yeah, yep, there we go. There's the Monkey Lord. Actually hasn't completed the Tech 3 generator. Okay, yeah. Tree Folk just opted for a couple Tech 2 generators instead. Actually just demolished, or not demolished, but reclaimed the generator he was building in order to reinvest the mass into Monkey Lord. And there we go, Wish control keys. Sadness. T3 mech's moral victory. Alright then. Yeah, right. Yes. Look at C3 mix while you have no map control whatsoever. It's definitely a moral victory. Okay, fair enough. Also, these bricks got killed somehow. I have no idea what killed them. I guess it was just the bombers. that were flying directly out here. Yeah, but I wonder if Wish could have come back if he like destroyed this base, for example. Yeah, it would be hard to destroy because, you know, there's so many T3 in the land factories, you know. If he destroyed this base, maybe he was able to come back, I don't know. Oh yeah, and the bot is kindly reminding people to give a follow if you enjoy the content, because yes, very soon I'll be uploading some Supreme Commander casts on my YouTube as well, which you can find that if you type !social in chat. Anyway, so yeah, a little bit of a sad game. Basically just one guy suffering while the other guy was running all over the map. He was kind of able to push back, but you know that Monkey Lord would have been the final nail in the coffin, one way or another. For sure. Because there is no way, you know, Wish could have possibly accumulated any mass to, or enough mass to build something that would match a Monkey Lord. Yeah. Ooh. Right. Let's see what else we can do. Why am I not connecting to any lobby today? What is happening? What? Huh. I don't know, let's try restarting FAF, maybe that will solve the issue, I don't know. It didn't solve it the last time, but who knows. This? Hello? Let me destroy it with Task Manager then, I guess. Not closing on its own. Or has it? I think it has now, actually. Sorry for the black screen. It'll be gone momentarily. Hello. It's fine, we can still see you. Oh, okay. If you say so. There's one person in the... Oh. There's quite a few more games now as well. I wonder if I can connect to any of them. We still have Fish Moley. Oh yeah, definitely. Wait, is that actually like... What... where is that emote from? Can you please tell me? Because yeah, that's the first time I'm seeing it. And I can't exactly click... Oh, or I don't think I can click on it in my chat bot. Oh, it's a... Ooh, it's an Opti. Ooh. Scary, scary Opti. Gonna put you in some random position. But yeah, at least I can connect to that, which is a good start, I suppose. Can't connect to this one for some reason. Or, sorry, to the... yeah, 4v4. Whoopsie daisy. We've got people connecting to this, so I don't know how I'm gonna perform against so many, you know, 1200, 1300, whatever. It's not that big of a difference, but you know, I always feel the pressure. If I'm going to be, you know, put up against someone who is better at the game, or, you know, much better, that might be a slight problem. I might just go for this creator game because, you know, that usually, you know, usually those fill up faster. So, even though I would like to play Sentence or something else entirely, you know, having a good old creator, you know, a fast one, might not be such a bad idea either. The music stopped for some reason, or not. Alright, yeah, it looks like the crater will definitely be filling up faster than... You know, I would be happy to play this... Oh, okay, yeah, I'm definitely going for the crater game. because it's already, yep, 6 out of 8. We might actually not make it in time. It's whatever. Supposedly negative. I'm also using it to replace sus because it's fish. Ah, okay. More puns, I see. You never have enough puns, huh? Well, if nobody's playing Aeon, I should probably pick Aeon. So why not, right? And everybody hates Aeon, that's why they aren't picked, but you know. Oh, yep, there's the last. There's, yeah, multiple other people joining. Yeah, that's cool. Anoblet at 200 rank points joining us, and I don't think they can join though. Hello. Hello. So how are we balancing this, huh? I guess I should be fine playing against a 900 on my position, which is air. There will be some serious lag, says this guy. Yes, the lag will be there for sure. But, you know, it's kind of what we sign up for. To play Supreme Commander. Oh, well, you know, if one of them... wait. Oh, wait, do we not have Cyber? Oh, okay, I got switched now, so I'm on a different team. I'll actually go UEF, because I think UEF might just slightly better in the middle. Oh, whoops, this guy has a problem with ping already. Aeon, it's late game hyper carry. Yeah, true. Well, that guy gone. We got another ANZ member though, so I'm not sure if that's any better. At least they don't have, well, they don't have ping or CPU for some reason. Okay, lost connection. Why? Oh, I am. Okay, you know what? I'm still gonna go Aeon. Why not? Yep, there we go.
Group formed.
All right, well. Got the entire crew once again. United States, Australia, Russia, Kazakhstan. That's not going to be very pleasant in terms of connection, but oh well. If we can win because of bad connection, wouldn't mind that. I feel like at this point I'm actually like almost to 1100. I could, yeah, I feel like I could theoretically hit it after this game, because you know I'm currently at like I think right now I'm at 1033 or 34. Yeah, in terms of hyper carrying, I don't think I'm gonna be playing Paragon, or I'm gonna be building Paragon, although of course it's possible on this map because it's the rich version. It's the, you know, it's gonna have like 6 or whatever, 8. Yeah, 8 extractors per position. Oh, sorry, not 8, 16. Yeah, double the, yeah. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 16. Right, build a air factory here. 1, 2, 3. Move closer. Normally you can like build 4 extractors before you whatchamacallit. Actually, I don't even think this bomber is necessary, to be honest with you, because yeah. You know, like, needs some early game air, not too much though. And yeah, definitely don't want to build too many engineers at the start, because you know that would just destroy your economy. Can't afford to do anything with them either way. The first engineer should be going like right here. Yeah, so 16 extractors per position. That's plus 32 mass from just the extractors. Just take 1 extractors, by the way. Little fun fact for you. We'll need more energy, so I feel like I'll build like 3 generators here. Maybe in a pattern like this, so they don't get in the way later. You assist? Yes. Hello? Okay, you build this and then go boom and then boom, 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 boom. Usually send the engineer wherever the commander wasn't building first, so or the mix engineer wherever the commander wasn't building first, so that, you know, it can build more extractors without moving. Yeah. Okay. Well, what are they saying? T1 for big. Who's that? Oh, it's the mid player. Interesting. Okay, let me shut down the music. Yes. All I want is a little of the good life. What? Walrus? What? What does that even mean? What? Oh, whatever. Not my problem, I suppose. Yeah, at this point, with both hydras up, we can probably just go and have the commander build other stuff. Called mass extractors, of course. I hope this version is ranked, by the way, because I know some rich versions of Astro Crate are actually not ranked. It would be terrible if that were the case. I think at this point I can already afford to start upgrading one mix to Tech 2. If my memory serves. Yeah, look at this weird. Hello? Can you move, please? Thank you. Another scout. Wait, I built 2 scouts. What? Why did I do that? 2 scouts with no inties or... Hello? Oh, there's the first enemy scout. Which we'll clean up using our own interceptor, of course. Whatever that comes out. Hello. Oh well, the scout will die because, yeah, there's like anti-air turrets and stuff. That's cool. Okay, so now boom, boom, boom. You keep upgrading. You build boom, 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 boom. Storage. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Storage. This can... Yep, this can do this. Interceptor can go like right here. Why is nobody going to the middle? What? What? Why are we not going middle? What is happening? Excuse you. Why are we just giving up 10 mass extractor points like that? I am a little bit of confusion right now. Anyway, yeah, we are, as you can already see, we aren't quite ecoing up properly because this hasn't upgraded yet. This means our resources are extremely poorly spread. Hopefully that won't matter too much. Oh, what? There goes my scout. Yep, they're already building up in the middle, so we've basically just given up the middle without a fight, which I really don't understand why you would do that, but whatever. Also, interestingly enough, we haven't got enough energy to sustain our production. No idea how that works. With 2 hydros, like what? That is really strange. Okay. There we go. Now that extractor below is complete. I feel like we might need a few more of them generators because, you know, it's clearly an inadequate amount. You can help the commander probably. Okay. Running out of energy again. Like I said before, bad thing to do. If I stop you, then stop this one as well. Come on. Build the damn generators already. Yeah, looks like we're building storage up, which is a little bit too early. But hey, it's fine. It's fine. There we go. There we go. Another extractor ready. At this point, yeah, at this point we can definitely do more of these. Alright, our eco is kind of sort of under control. After we complete this one, though, we should probably start doing this instead. Why are you walking? You're standing right next to it. What? Okay, whatever. Yeah, so building a storage like that right after the extractors are done actually makes it a little bit, oh god. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say we're overflowing like crazy, but we aren't. Good. Can be upgrading at least one or more of these. Who's assisting? This one is the main one, right? You can assist this one now. Uh-huh. Then boom boom. That should work. Take the planes out of here. Actually, no. Like here. Alright, we've definitely got enough energy, which is nice. Probably build 2 Swifts and then immediately start upgrading to take 3 power. Also, I should probably send those engineers like there. Or actually, no. This is fine because we'll build a generator right here before, you know, before we end our thingamabob. Come on. Yeah, this we were able to juggle mass pretty well to the point where we didn't overflow it, which is, you know, the biggest problem on such a rich version of the creator is that you, oh god, you actually can't. Well, let's go here then. Cool. And then another one like, and another one here, and then reclaim, right? Oh, not reclaim, but upgrade, help upgrade. Yeah, I think that works. This engineer will of course also be assisting, no doubt about that. We can queue up another, well, that might be a little bit too close to our friend's base there. Probably not going to be too happy about that. Let's keep it to ourselves for the moment, shall we? What? What are they saying? Tactical missiles. Oh no. How many? 1, 2. Yep, we need TMD post haste, because otherwise we will be completely toast. More TMD. Okay, yeah, this guy is standing there doing nothing. Scout, engineer. Actually, no. I think you're supposed to engineer, scout, engineer first, because, you know, engineer first will allow you to get back some energy that you've lost. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully these guys don't get stuck on each other. Oh, someone's building a navy, by the way. Yep, it's T2 now. It is definitely T2. Guys are building friggin' anti-air defense here for some reason. I guess to prevent airdrops or something, but like, still not entirely on board with that. There we go. Is that an enemy? Yeah, we should shoot it down before... Okay, there we go. I think we should send one interceptor to see exactly what's happening, and then here to make sure that we can actually see when the Take 2 air arrives. I think, oh yeah, they already got like Take 3 air already, I'm pretty sure. Which is interesting considering, you know, this guy is a little bit on the lower rank side. We'll see though. I'll see what happens. You know what, I should probably control K all of these now. Yep. We can go for like this guy maybe. We should probably start upgrading one of these to T3 as well. Oh well, we're still... alright. Ha! Oh, we need to unpause these, right? Of course. Yep, there we go. At the very least, we are no longer under a threat of overflow. Overflowing, no? Yes. Overflowing. Have we... Nope. Dude, it's just one bomber, it's not gonna do anything. Chill. It's like, oh no, it's a bomber! Whatever shall we do? It's just one single tick one bomber, it's not gonna do anything. Yeah, this should be going here. Come on! Release me from this prison! Alright. Or I might just be imagining things and this is actually T2. Still. Oh, the ships are already there, by the way. Alright, there we go. Assist, you build. Oh god, that was a horrible spot. Whatever. Why are you walking? You... Whatever. You absolute dingus. Is this enough for... No, not quite. Ramp. Wanted to build a... Whatever. Do it like that, maybe. Yep. Right, so we can do fighter this, fighter that, fighter. That should be good. At this point we can probably start upgrading another one. I know it's gonna take forever because they're... What? Yeah, we know, my dude. But yeah, this guy has himself Tech 3 air. He's got another factory as well. Now these interceptors should not be there. Yeah, I feel like this guy is just now building up power. Which of course makes total sense. There's another scout. Yeah, we need to see what is actually happening because so far they won't let us. Like they could be building a, you know, a friggin' strategic missile launcher for all we know. In which case I probably should build a strategic missile defense unit soon. Hello. Yep. Okay, and that way we will be able to, you know, get more mass storage in. Yeah, so this thing will get reclaimed, giving us more resources. There is another... Oh, there's a cruiser, that's why. I see. Wait, what navy is this? This is Aeon. Oh god. Aeon Navy, they're gonna have like a million friggin' torrents. In which case we won't be able to do anything. This guy isn't building anything, I don't understand why. I hope they like rush a monkey lord or something, even though... Well, there isn't actually that much here for a monkey lord to, you know, monkey lord might actually work, is what I've been trying to say. This guy is standing there doing nothing, should be helping this guy, yep. Yeah, you know what, at that point I think I should be building an SMD, like... Actually... If I... Yeah. Or maybe... Nah, you know what, I'll place it here. Because that way we'll cover more ground, you know. There's no point in defending against missiles that would, you know, defending this against missiles, there wouldn't be anything there either way, so whatever, that's fine. Another scout. They're like building more of these cruisers as well, like what? I feel like at this point we could still Navy crush them really easily, but not quite happening so far, is it? Ow, my friggin... My things are getting killed. Oh, now. Yeah. We're just not gonna do anything about these. Okay, then. Need to upgrade. Yeah, you know what? We should probably at this point do this and then unpause whatever is currently upgrading. Like this. Alright then. Okay. Yeah, you only now notice the cruisers, really. Hey, on Navy can't hit you, yeah, but you haven't... I see you've never experienced the power of torrents then. Because those things, they hit you alright. Right, what if we fly through here? Maybe then we can discover the secrets. Yeah, I feel like at this point I should definitely be making restorers. Yeah, instead of so many fighters. Although, maybe I could just make... You know what? What if we make like a restorer, fighter... no, not this, I mean Solace, yeah. I got a feeling we might need some Solace bombers later. And yeah, but the Solace bombers aren't, of course, being sent to, you know... Right, who's next? Oh, you're next, okay, so... This should do the trick. You repair and then assist this guy. There we go. I think that way we should have enough. Damn cruisers. Wait, have we got an Ami sensor or not? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, we've got us. Yeah, we've got us an SMD now. It's actually protected by the shield. This guy is building way too many shields for no reason. Well, that's one of an inefficient play there. You are actually not doing anything. Well, how about you go ahead and build me... Oh, I can't? That's nice. Right, let's go and build that, and then a Tech 3 shield on top. I feel like they might have actually gotten T3 Navy at this point, and yeah, most importantly, we can't scout at all because of the... all this nonsense. What are the G2s doing? They're not doing anything. Okay, and you will produce these guys just infinitely. Yeah, very soon we're gonna have a massive economy boost to ourselves because of the... You move out, you go assist this. Or maybe instead of Solaces I should just build a Tsar and just get rid of all of these. Yeah, the thing is, I don't know anything about... we don't know anything about the enemy because, you know, they won't reveal their cards well and truly. Yeah, I think eventually I'll just build a donut instead. But first... why are you... Interesting. Okay, so repair. And you'll give me a resource allocation system. Hello? Alright, I've lost all of my stuff, right. You please? Yo, this is awkward, you need to stop then. And then repair. So yeah, we just... kinda just went and lost all of our energy storage there. That was a little bit awkward. Okay, let's build some here, I guess. Yeah, see, this is why these freaking cruisers, that's why Navy is so dangerous, I mean. Because then you can just do this. What is that? See, I can't even build anything because my fighters are already getting hit by these freaking cruisers. It's frustrating beyond belief, truly. Right, let me get you. Pause. This is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, it's less about the mass and more about the energy, you know, because our mass output is already kind of on point. Yeah. The war is developing not necessarily to our advantage. Because we're still stuck with all these cruisers surrounding us. Wait, I'm still... okay, never mind. I'm still losing energy even so there's basically no point to try and preserve it. Help me. You go here. I mean, yeah, one you thought the won't do anything now. Should probably switch to this guy first. Yeah, that's basically what this does, is amplifies the cost of the resource allocation system upgrade quite heavily. Because yeah, now I just kind of... right, well, you know what, let's start a donut right now. Well, if we can build it, that is. I actually can't build it anywhere. Oh lord. Right, yeah, my commander needs to... yeah, let's have the commander T3 on the commander. Yeah, these can both work now. No problem, we've already got one team SMD loaded. That's cool. Nice, commander is already getting G3. And here... have we got any engineers in here? Okay, why are you dying? I have no idea. Alright, there goes the commander, so the commander should probably just build a whole bunch of PD now to protect us from the thing. The thing that is called something. I don't remember, I forgot. From telesnipes, yes, of course. Telemaser, right. Right, there's another support commander. Actually, you go assist this guy. Wait, where are my T3 torps? Oh, they're right here. Is anyone building like artillery or whatever? Or are we just kind of sitting there doing nothing? I do still wonder. Did you just not? Okay, I'm pretty sure they just didn't drop their bombs. Speaks to how worthless they are, I guess. This guy is walking, despite being explicitly told not to. Interesting. Or rather, not to, but I mean, I've laid out the build efficiently so he can't walk, or shouldn't. He's still walking, for some reason. There are some subs as well, that's cool. Yeah, so the hopes here are that, you know, the cruisers will be no match for the donut. What a glorious donut! There's another engineer. Should go here, build this. You should build this. These are just hitting the... Yep. Right, we've got one scout for some reason. Don't know why it's just one, but we have it. 16 fighters versus whatever these guys have. I feel like they've got way more. Yeah, that's not gonna work, by the way. You need 7 E2 torps. Air cruiser. We got any restorers at least. We've got one apparently because all of them get killed. That's nice. Also, yeah, I should probably build an Eye of Ryan eventually. Something I've never done, so that's gonna be an experience. Oh, this guy is also running there. Where is that? Eye of Ryan, there we go. It's huge. Well, I mean, I have technically built it before. Not quite to the same degree. Alright, there goes all my mass again. Okay, it is working now. It's cool. Or not. No, it's not. Can you toggle, please? That does nothing. Oh, maybe I should right-click on this. No, I can't. Obviously nobody here. This guy is not working on anything. Besides, I don't know, maybe artillery here. Oh, he's working on Novaxes. Okay. Oh wow, that like destroys... Hello? Can we stop, please? E2 for Bic. Who's Bic again? Well, I can see here. Yeah, I'm floating way too much mass as well. I mean, why not? Okay, my teammates are no longer capable of actually sustaining the mass. Oh, hello. Well, there go the torrents. Oh no. Don't fall on the... Okay, nice. These guys are upset. Why are they upset? I have no idea. This guy's straight up just trapped. He can't actually move. Okay. Well then, let's keep sending that mass because apparently... Oh, right, nobody can actually spend it. Nice. Right, so the choice is... Or not the choice, but what we have to do here is I'm pretty sure we just need to build a Paragon now. Because honestly, what else? What could we possibly be doing, right? Let's go and, I don't know, construct a couple shields here, maybe. And then start building a Paragon. How big is it again? It's like a quantum gateway, right? Yeah, so. Yeah, I don't know why these guys are so upset, considering... You know, considering I just basically want air for them, but whatever. Okay, this guy is just gonna be stuck there forever. Might as well assist something else, I suppose. Right, so we finally got some scouts. Problem, unfortunately, being that those torrents are still gonna wreck us. Yeah, I'm not even trying to, you know... I'm not even trying to control my mass, not really. Because, yeah, we're just having some serious overflow issues, and I don't think I can really help it all that much. But what I can do is try to start building those volcanoes, because clearly, very soon we're gonna get accosted by like 1,000,000 fucking missiles to the face. I suppose the Aeon are actually, you know, decent against that. Oh no, the torrents! They're firing at something already. Wait, what if we go and... Okay, so the Paragon is actually not draining my mass at all. Okay. Okay, well, whatever. If this guy is so upset, I'm just gonna reclaim that and go build my Paragon. I don't know what I'll do with that, but, you know. It's a Paragon. You don't need Paragon. Thank you for the tip. I wish I saw that earlier, but yeah, I can't really do hives. Give me some hives. Are you? Yeah. Okay. Are you reclaiming? Yeah, they're both reclaiming. E2 Cybran. Nah, you got a megalith to get rid of all these. Well, that's nice. There's a Novax attacking us here. Oh, there's a washer. Okay, that's interesting. All my fighters get killed by something. I have no idea what or how. Alright. Interesting. So what you're telling me is we need a little bit more of these little boys here. Oh, hey. Okay, never mind. You need to build another shield. Like yesterday. Ah. Oh, there goes my Paragon. Well. Game was nice while it lasted. Shame it won't last no more. 1300 Omega Low, I know, right? I know, right? Still not gonna help me though, because oh god, what's happening? Oh, we started building them again for some reason. Shit air. What do you mean shit air? Air is not gonna do anything against all these cruisers. Yeah, I really don't understand why these people are so upset. Like, it's not gonna... Air is not gonna do anything against these cruisers. At this point, of course, the game is over, but like, you know... Oh, well. Disappointing, but not unexpected. I'm surprised they still haven't destroyed the SMD. I guess they don't really have nukes. Oh, they are targeting it now. Well, that's a shame. Can we... Yeah, you know what? Let's try to build more of these. Not gonna matter anymore. It's only gonna prolong the inevitable. But you know what? That's what we're all about here. Oh, there's another washer too. I guess I might finally die here. I don't know. Someday. Or not. I don't know. Drop the bomb! End my suffering. They're not ending my suffering. Okay, well, this guy might die though. Oh, well. Kill me!
Under attack.
Okay, there we go. Sadness. Sadness and disappointment, I guess. Yeah. I guess we needed to build something other than the Paragon. I don't know, maybe I might have been able to build a Salvation in that time. Or something like that, or you know, just kept producing hives. The problem is they kept saying like, oh, whatever, bad air. Air does absolutely nothing when you're surrounded by cruisers. I guess these guys don't play anything besides Creator, so they wouldn't know or something. But anyway. Oh, I actually got... Alright then. I've still got visible wax on my mustache, I guess, since, you know, the image wasn't too big, no one noticed that, but yeah, that is... The white stuff you're seeing on my mustache is actually just wax. Which is what's holding this stuff up. But yeah, anyway, at this point we are running out of time here. So what I'm gonna do is look for a person to raid, and then we'll be parting ways for now. Hives and artillery, yeah, that's, you know, that's what I usually see. Kind of forgot about hives there. Oh well. Sometimes that's just what happens, eh? Let us go ahead and raid our fellow Supreme Commander player. So yeah, this is in case you're curious to see more, be it either casting or, you know, playing live, you can follow me, of course, or you know, whatever. Leave a follow, helps me out a lot, that's the point I was trying to make. And yeah, this is all I've got for you for today, so thank you all so much for watching, for participating. You know, streaming is the thing that pretty much makes me the happiest in life out of all things that I do. So I'm always looking forward to it, always looking, you know, to learn more, interact more, and all that cool stuff. Anyway, so here is my raid message, which you can copy and then paste once we arrive to the other streamer. Just make sure to delete the underscore and the space. The message should be starting with /me. And yes, now we are going to be raiding a fellow Supreme Commander player and caster called Acid Vash. A little bit of a friend of ours, so yeah, feel free to join and have lots of fun there as well by watching more casts as well as more live gameplays. For now, though, this is all I've got for you for today. So here, yeah, there we go. There's a hug. So hopefully now your day goes a little bit better. And I'll be signing off here. So goodbye. Take care, everybody, and I can't wait to see you again. Bye.